I always heard the true definition of a boss is somebody who makes sure everybody around them eat. Ain't nobody starving around here, and that's way too real.
Yeah, I'ma beat my feet while I chase after this meat. Ain't no starving around here, we in the street. I'm just trying to make a plate, trying to hustle up a plate. Y'all gather around the table, let's eat, let's eat, say let's eat. Y'all gather around the table, let's eat, let's eat, say let's eat. Y'all gather around the table, let's eat. So yeah, since the beginning, y'all been rocking with a winner. If you ain't got that homie, just come join me for dinner. Cause I done been in rock bottom, can't forget, yeah, I remember.
That made me who I am, that's what Brady's go getter.
Now I get it year round, selling snow all in September. Go whiter than your dentures, yeah, just check their credentials. When it comes to the paper, it's a must hate. I'm talking all you can eat, yeah, it's a buffet. I say this way too really, we be mobbing. I promise that I will be robbing for I'm starving. Cause me doing without is not an option. And me taking care of my people, that's the target. I'm all in, hanging with them busters, you gon' end up with nothing. Now you trying to get some steak, or you happy with the nuggets? And got a pocket full of honey, shit, it's high grind. Yeah, it's high time, and bitch, it's child time. Yeah, I'ma beat my feet while I chase after this meat. Ain't no starving around here, we in the street. I'm just trying to make a plate, trying to hustle up a plate. Y'all gather around the table, let's eat, let's eat, say let's eat. Y'all gather around the table, let's eat, let's eat, say let's eat. Y'all gather around the table, let's eat. Find a bitch hustle harder, yeah, hard. Tell ya my pockets fat, my ambitions are starving. And I never fold, God bless me with my courage. Grind is obese, but my dreams, my nerves. Dilly, bro, yeah, it's time to fill them up. And I know y'all feel it, bro, cause I keep it really fucked. Grab the wine and fill a cup and let's have a tour. Talk a slice of bread, I want the whole load. If you tryna watch me, just keep on hating, you see. There ain't no veggies round here, we eating plates full of meat.
And if you tryna cop a zipper, stay straight for the clean.
And if I feel you threaten me, it's bang, bang, bang when I see you. And you know I'm motivated by the hunger. If them boys around me, bellies rumble, know with trouble. And the struggles, yeah, I remember mine. Trying to sell these 50 dimes by dinner time. It's dinner time. I'ma beat my feet while I chase after this meat. Ain't no starving around here, we in the street. I'm just trying to play, trying to hustle up a plate.
Almost showtime, man. Y'all keep it with it, keep it with it, keep it with us. Make sure you click that share button. Get it out there. Follow us on all social media platforms at Minute to Your Podcast. It is almost time. So let's get it.
It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep.
Y'all know I be playing the Duval County local artist, man. This is that white boy DJ. Sheesh. That white boy go hard.
Right now it's my time. I said it's my time, my time.
Y'all can find him on Spotify, white boy DJ.
Don't nobody stop me from getting mine. I make the shine. I said it's my time. Right now it's my time. Don't nobody stop me from getting mine. I'm on my grind. I said it's my time. Right now it's my time. Don't nobody stop me from getting mine. I make the shine. And I'm colder than the glacier, man. I know y'all hate I came, but y'all keep on hating, cause they paying for my face and name. Telling me that I'm the best. Lord knows I'm blessed. And everywhere I go, it's way too real across their chest. And it ain't too many seeing me. Never for no beating me. They messing up repeatedly. These people still believe in me. Ain't too many streets me. That's why they push repeat on D. And you best be feeding me. You want your track to feature me. Ring the alarm. We drop the bomb like Vietnam. If I ever get the word that you're trying to do me harm, so I should play my part. Hope y'all see inside my heart. I swear to God, that's why I go so hard. I said it's my time, my time, my time. Won't nobody stop me from getting mine. I'm on my grind. I said it's my time, my time. Won't nobody stop me from getting mine. I make the shine. I said it's my time, right now it's my time. Won't nobody stop me from getting mine. I'm on my grind. I said it's my time, right now it's my time. Won't nobody stop me from getting mine. I make the shine. The ocean wave Subway spokesman, Duval poster boy. I thought I told you, boy, right here we some soldiers. And I know it really must hurt when you see that I'm out, but when you trap, selling shirts and CDs. Yeah, you know that I'm a honey, ain't nobody gave me nothing. Hey, but you learn to hustle when your stomach start to rumble. Yeah, this Duval County, I'm a lion in this jungle, moving bundle after bundle till we make it out this struggle. And I stay.
Yeah. You know it? Free birds! Yeah. Going all the way, all the way. Watch how these pieces get moving like Hasbro. You know ain't no con in these rats, so I'm trying to be calm when it comes to the cash flow. You know talking till I die from the city we ride, no matter the outcome. You know when you out, watch your mouth in the jungle, a lot of them never escape from. Agent J when I bait some, 28 in my bag like I'm Freddie T. Agent K when I'm holding the city down, blocking all of the haters like Tony B. It's our year every year, if you quoting me, we gon' see on the field. They know the county, I scream it wherever I go. When I bleed, I just see black and teal. Feel like Brunel when the place is in action. Every line that I flow always solid, that mean I ain't worried about pockets collapsing. He may go all the way, running the S's and O's, gotta love how it happens. You ain't part of the gang, I ain't gotta explain why we ain't got no room on the wagon. MIT is the Army, the Navy, the greatest is Jimmy and Keenan, the ultimate package. Ooh, never can care how you feel. You are now in the mix with the men and Teal. Nothing but facts inside these conversations. Keep it 100, the law of the nation. With all the smoke, we can meet at the bank, you know the location. Executing the play when the ball cross the plane, that's the game, hit my little celebration. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah. All I can hear is them saying, ooh. You know it? Yeah. Free birds.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the Minute Teal Podcast. I am your host, the hot take hooligan, Agent K, without a motherfucking mic stand. And I'm rocking with the cannabis analyst, Agent J. I swear.
And I'm trying to get high, man.
There you go. And welcome to the show. As always, we are brought to you by the good folks at Miller Creative Group.
CG, our group of talented designers, can take your ideas and create something special. Been needing to wrap your vehicle to promote your business? Or maybe creating new business cards to stand out in your field? Maybe you're looking to create a memorable gift for a friend. Call us today and speak with a member of our staff and let us handle your vision so you can focus on what's important. Call 904-771-5855 or visit mcg247.com for more information.
Miller Creative Group, discover the one source difference.
You are now in the mix.
Creative group.
Oh my God, you are now in the mix with the Minute Teal. Jay, look at you, man. You outside. It's a beautiful day. Sun is shining. You rolling up.
I'm trying to make sure make sure all the volume is up on my phone. There we go. Sounds a little bit better.
That's better.
Yeah, I don't know. It may be just be my phone, but I did hear the music louder than I hear you right now.
The music. And now, how about this? Is that better? I gotta crank the mic up. No, still not better.
It didn't change.
Okay, well, the thing. That's just that. What's going on, man? How are you?
Doing good, man. Can't complain, man. Shout out to the Celtics, man. Fuck the Warriors. Any other time, I'll go for the Warriors, but not against my boys. I can't.
Y'all are doing the damn thing, bro.
Huh?
I say y'all are doing the damn thing. You knocked off the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. I didn't want to see neither one of their ass. I wanted to see Dallas. I wanted to see the Heat. I didn't get neither one of what I wanted. So, I mean, just from what was what I was hoping for.
And they're gonna stop, man. We got a rookie head coach coming in there. It's all right, man. Black coach, black rookie head coach. Like, bro, we coming, bro. Hey, Celtics, bro. We got to win 3 more now.
You see who's looking in the window. You don't see who's looking in the window.
Fuck my what?
What you say, Marcus?
Oh yeah. How about the Celtics? Yes, sir.
Fuck Boston.
Hey,
I don't give a fuck if they win.
take him off my feed, man. Take him
I don't
off
give
of
a
my
fuck if they
feed
win.
with them first round exit 76ers, man. Y'all didn't want to advance anyway, man, because Al Horford was going to be what Al Horford is against Joel Embiid, and he is the big African stopper. He called him the booty scratcher, bro. You get him up out of here, dog. I want to hear that, bro. Your team been home for a long time right now, man. It's all good, bro. It's all good, bro. In due time, bro. Maybe y'all get some guards that want to play basketball, bro.
All I see is Ben Morgan sitting there smoking the pen. Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston.
Yeah, bro. Hate on the C's, man. Can't hate on the C's.
Ben Marcus, what you saying, Ben Marcus?
I'm disappointed in Jay.
Yeah, you just
He know the history. I ain't gonna even go there. What's understood ain't got the bigs playing. He know the history of Boston. I ain't got to go there.
Boston,
We ain't gonna have that talk today because this is about
I don't care about
Jaguars.
the city of Boston. I don't give a fuck.
I like
bro.
the players. The players is cool. I can't that logo, bro. It's not about just Tatum. All of them boys fire. I love them boys personally. It's about that logo, bro.
You can't blame the city. You can't blame anything else outside of the city. If that's the case, maybe that's why people don't like the Jaguars, bro. Because they say too many people get. Look, maybe that's why people don't like the Jaguars, man. Too many niggas get killed in the city, man.
Oh boy!
Like, you know what I'm saying? That sounds crazy. If the Jaguars win, I truly believe it'll change the karma in the city. If we start winning, shit wouldn't be so bad. I've been saying that since the beginning.
Win the Super Bowl murder rate drops.
I honestly feel like it.
I believe it. 100%.
I really do, dog. I really feel like in my spirit, in my soul, that if the Jaguars ever was to win a Super Bowl, it's gonna be peace and tranquility here for at least a good year. Man, these niggas don't know how to act right, man. I've been in this city for a long time, man. Look, the moment they lose, truce is over.
Let's go to this numbers. We got to check 2017. What was the murder rate in the city in 2017? And we compare that to right now. Then we'll have our answer.
Yeah, bro. Look,
I don't have that.
Maybe if they stop killing, the team will get good.
That could be. You know what? That could be.
It's the chicken. Look, it's the chicken before the egg. Which one?
Hey, UCF in the building. Jags.
Shout out to UCF, man.
What's going on, UCF?
Jaguar, let's go. Shout out to them. New Era Jags.
Well, UCF, boy, you lucky you stay in Orlando, bitch. It's hot as fuck in Jacksonville.
Dog, ungodly hot.
I'm sweating right now, bro. Like, hopefully my mega pixels on this front-facing camera can't pick it up.
No, you're just glistening, bro. You're glistening.
It's fucking.
Ken, when you coming home, bro? Like for a little visit.
Maybe a little sooner than later. Maybe a lot sooner than later.
Jesus Christ. Well, if you come home to stay, I definitely can plug you in. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know it. Listen,
oh, bro, I know the city of Boston is a racist place.
We're not talking about moving.
We're not talking about that.
Oh,
shout out to the Great White Hope, Larry Bird. Then shout out to all the other great black players that helped him win the championship. Shout out to Robert Parrish. Shout out to all them boys, man. Like,
what are you doing right now?
Bill Russell.
Yeah, what is he doing?
Bill Russell.
Green. What is happening right now?
We off of that. I've been off of that, bro.
UCF hopping off Pornhub to come over here, man. Shout out UCF, bro. Hopping off Pornhub to come hang out with us. What is
Speaking of Pornhub,
what about
y'all been watching the footage from the OTAs?
Yes. That is exactly why I gave it this name. Holy shit, look at this. It's a full house. First of all, what the fuck does he got on his face? And second of all,
hold on, don't bring him in if you don't got them banjos.
I don't got the banjos. I don't have
sorry, guy who's off camera right now. We can't bring you in because somebody didn't get your banjos.
Vacation, back from the Caribbean, back from swimming with pigs and getting his booty fingered. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Say getting pegged in the Caribbean is a different feeling, huh?
Whoa!
We were in the Bahamas.
You went too far, Win. You went too far, Win.
Did you guys actually hear the story about the Carnival cruise that caught fire over the weekend? That was actually in the same port that we were in.
Whoa.
That's crazy because I had a coworker go to on a cruise too out there. Y'all might have been on the same cruise because he just I think they left Friday. They got back Monday or Tuesday.
Cruise. Stone Cold Steve Boston was on a cruise. This guy was on a cruise. Maria Cruise. Bring it in, Jimbo. Let's go.
Gonna get Jimbo.
Live. Straight live.
MB Cruise.
Oh, look at this. This is great.
The S, the B, the O, the J, the I is Jimbo.
There's Marcus. What's up, Stone Cold?
Happy I am to have all of y'all here right now because I
Agent Gas for days. What's up?
I didn't have shit to talk about today. So thank
God. What do you mean you don't have shit to talk about? There's plenty of shit to fucking talk about.
There's nothing to talk about.
What are you talking about?
I literally planned on trying to over-exaggerate my obsession with OTA videos and talk about how they made my dick move when I would watch them just so, you know what I'm saying? Just so we could get through the next 2 hours. And then I was going to bring up Leonard Fournette and is he the most overrated Jaguar ever because of UCF? I was going to do that strictly for UCF's purposes. UCF hates Leonard. So I was going to talk about that.
Boy, Leonard, I still got love for Leonard.
I know that's why I wanted to talk about it. So we was gonna get into that.
Am I frozen?
There was nothing. You are frozen. This is
what is going on?
This is the step show, ninth grade, all over again. All over again.
Hey, real quick before we get going from my little thing last night with Jersey Jags.
Hold on. No. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna say your little thing. Okay. Stone Cold Steve Boston, ladies and gentlemen, had his debut episode of Spitting Jags on the Jaguars Fanatic Channel podcast station on Relevant. Give it up for this man having his first episode of his own show.
I was Stone Cold.
I'm not gonna call it a little thing. I mean, you know, we're gonna ignore the fact you didn't invite Big Marcus to be your co-host, and instead you wanted to go with some guy you never talked to before. That's okay. You don't like black people enough to let them be your co-host. That's fine. We'll get past that and we'll keep going. But you know, Jesus.
No.
I know where I'm not wanted.
Yeah, Stone Cold. It said Stone Cold show should have been called the Boston Celtics.
No, my question is just
Boston. Listen how they say Boston. I hate that shit. Boston.
I don't even put my last name up there. I don't like how they
you know what they call Marcus Smart up there. Call him Marcus Smart.
Marcus. Bitch, my name is Marcus, not Marcus.
And he had to tell somebody. He was like, when he first got there, he was like, no, my name is Marcus. He was like, they're like, yeah, Marcus Smart. And so now
I can't get down with what that goddamn logo represents. I can't do it. My soul won't let me do it.
How was your first?
Don't you know that the Black Irish, bro?
Moving on.
Hey man, how was your first episode?
I thought we did pretty good, but there's like no timer or anything. We didn't know how long to go or whatever, so we went for like an hour.
There you go.
Y'all relevant, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. Mm-hmm. That's the first time Stone Cold's gone for an hour since prom night.
Oh, shit.
I will not make any comment on that.
Stone Cold say he was on a honey pack and a blue chew on a Carnival cruise. Wow. He was going crazy. It's a little Stone Cold on the way.
Stone Cold. You ain't bring the kids, right? It was just you and the wife.
No, just me and the wife.
Well, y'all was going ham.
That boy was going ham.
That boy was like he was enjoying that all-inclusive coochie, man. Fuck.
Listen, Stone
and that boy got to eat and shit for free. All of that.
He is like the prude Converse. I mean, he's so conservative with the talk. And when we get into this subject, look at it. Looks to the side. He's over there, guys. I can't do it.
He's blushing in the inside.
Look at it. He red as hell right now. He 2 pigments. Look at him.
You can tell right now his beard is changing a different color, a different shade of ginger.
It's trying to get color back after all motherfucking week. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
was in the box like a motorboat in that thing. Come on back, ladies and gentlemen. Jimbo, we're just talking about Stone Cold motorboat in the box. But let's jump back to Jaguars, Fanatics, your podcast, Spitting Jags. Go ahead, talk to me about it.
Real quick, like when we first talked about Trayvon Walker, so I'm gonna direct the question at you guys.
Let's do it.
How many sacks are you looking for Trayvon Walker? Just in all due honesty, in your opinion.
Here's the problem I have with this whole thing that you just did. First of all, you just asked me about sacks, and Jack's Axeman is talking about having 5 guys. So this whole conversation just got incredibly weird, incredibly fast.
Oh shit, it's funny. Look, and the shot of Jerry Brown in the building. He said, "Hey, Marcus."
Hey, hold on, wait a second. Hold on. Jack's Axeman, if you're with 5 guys, how is there only 4 sacks? That's all I'm trying to figure out. I just got to know. What are you talking about?
Jesus Christ.
All
Man,
right.
you never heard of that operation? Hey, there's an operation that they had out there that somebody on this podcast should probably think about.
Listen, Jay, I didn't play that version of the game growing up. Okay.
I feel you, fool. Hey, all contact, baby.
It was over. All right, so how many sacks for Trayvon Walker this season? Now, see, this is such a difficult question because
why? Well, how's that difficult?
I'm leading up to the big reveal, though.
Right?
How is that difficult? I don't think that's difficult at all.
I'm gonna fucking tell you, Walmart Drake. It's difficult. Shout out Spody. It's difficult.
Yeah, bro. What else, Spody? You watching? Chase.
It's difficult because we have our idea of how they are going to use Trayvon Walker. But then we have what they are telling us they're going to do with Trayvon Walker. So here's the thing. If they're doing what they say they're going to do with Trayvon Walker, I expect 8 to 10 sacks. If they're doing what I think they're going to do with Trayvon Walker, I expect 6 sacks. I expect less sacks because I expect him to have his hand in the dirt a little more than they say he will. That way they can utilize those 3 linebackers in multiple fronts.
All right. Well,
If they're doing what they say, then I think he has 8 to 10.
Well, the big thing is since 1982, and I don't know if you guys listened to the Spittin' Jags at all.
No, nobody told us it was on. Nobody gave us an invite. They were just like, fuck us. So nobody told us.
Well, 1982, for people that don't know, that's when sack first became a statistic.
Okay.
Since 1982 till now, only 8 edge rushers have been taken at the number 1 spot. What do you think the rookie record is out of those 8 edge rushers for sacks?
11.
7.
Big Marcus. 7 is the record for a number 1 overall pick.
Bruce Smith. Bruce Smith was one.
I just turned it off. I had a fan running.
Bruce Smith was one.
Actually,
who else was it? Stone Cold.
It was actually set by Myles Garrett with 7. Bruce Smith was 6.5.
6. Okay, there we go. I know he was in there
Trayvon
somewhere.
Walker only has to beat 7.
That's it.
Jimbo, do you have a fan in your room?
I do not. There's no fans where I'm at.
You have a very odd noise. Is it a ceiling fan?
No, I just told you there's no fans where I'm at. I'm in a room.
You're used to that. No fans. You're the only fan.
I'm the only fan. That's why it's the only fan.
But no, that's unbelievable though, man. Only 7. That's the ceiling to break a record for him.
And that's where I was going to answer your question with mine, saying he was going to get around like 6.5. He'll get close to it. 7, 6.5, 7. That's what I see. Because what Ken said makes absolute sense. They're going to put his hands in the dirt and let them linebackers get busy. That's what I feel like.
Man, okay, listen. Fact check time. I knew I wasn't tripping. Von Miller had 11.5 sacks.
He wasn't the number 1 overall pick.
Number 1 overall pick, Jimbo.
Oh, I thought you said rookie.
No,
number 1
overall
pick. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking rookie edge rushers. I'm like, bro, you tripping? Like,
Allen's rookie year was great.
Yeah, Josh Allen at 10.5 is rookie year, but since 1982 till now,
you're saying the number 1. Okay,
yeah,
my bad.
only 8 edge rushers have been taken at number 1.
Okay.
So 40 years.
Beautiful.
What Clowney have? Like 4?
Goose
Did he even
egg.
play his rookie year?
He had a goose egg.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But Connie is
And I'll still tell you this. if Trayvon Walker turns out to be Jadeveon Clowney, I will still be satisfied. I'm going to die on that hill. Because Jadeveon Clowney is still an elite pass rusher, has always been an elite pass rusher throughout his career. He has just suffered from the injury bug, consistently injured. And yes, that sucks. But if you give me a guy that's elite for 6, 7, 8 games a year, I'd rather have that than a guy that's average for 16, 17 games.
Let me ask you, Stone Cold, real quick. Is pressures a stat? Because I feel like he's going to be definitely putting that pressure on the quarterback. He may not get him.
Jason's that dude. Jason's that dude if we go count pressures.
Jason's like half the size of Trayvon Walker.
No, I'm just saying if we go count pressures, Jason's that dude.
But seriously, did you actually see like tape of them walking by each other at practice?
Yeah, Chason looks undersized anyway, but
he's always been undersized.
Chason looks undersized anyway, but Trayvon's huge. Like that's a big motherfucker.
That's because Caleb is not a defensive end. He's more of a outside, like a space linebacker, but potentially even like I don't know if he may be able to play safety. I mean, he just has the speed. When you're talking about speed, I got pissed off. Now that video that was circulating on Facebook today from Dave Cicero.
Circulating.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
That shit was so funny. But at the same time, what I wanted to say is, Dave Cicero, I don't think you've ever ran in sand before.
You talking about this video?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get around.
What is this?
Good work. Time. Yes, sir. Get low. Yes, sir. Get low. Yes, sir. Good work. Good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Bro, who's that?
Hands up. Yes, sir. Yes. Good. Hands up. Hands up. Yes, sir.
Let's tell him about Chason.
Bro, what are you doing?
Yes, sir. Get around. Good. Good right time. Yes, sir. Get low. Yes, sir. Get low. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, hey man, he out there training, man. Shout out Caleb.
No, that was from like his rookie year, bro.
Yeah, that's from his rookie year.
Did y'all even see any kind of bend?
There was no bend.
Oh, Ben.
But
what?
You can't.
He was
now, like I said. Now that's the one thing I said is I don't know how many of y'all have ever run in sand before. It's very, very difficult to get. It's very difficult to get. I mean, just even trying to. I mean, no, even trying to do those drills.
Threw me off.
I don't know what the T-Rex. I don't know what the T. Yeah, I don't know what the T-Rex arms were, but the feet. That wasn't solid sand. That was what I'm saying. You can't. There's no bend. You can't. There's nothing to plant on to get any bend in. So I wasn't really. The feet look crazy, but it's sand. The hands look.
But bro, I've run. He was basically on the sand volleyball court, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
the hands look ridiculous. I don't know
the hands and the feet kicks. Like
what?
Bro, the whole thing look. Now I understand, bro. He was doing. You know, that was more mobility. That was more mobility training. Okay, I get it.
Because that's why you.
Bro, you looked funny, bro. That's all.
That's why you would be doing it. I mean, that's why you're doing it in sand to work on explosiveness. Because I mean, you don't have an actual footing, so you're trying to explode out of essentially nothing. So you hope that translates onto the field but yeah, it just looked like essentially just looked like he was retarded.
Oh yeah, the hype video.
This will make us feel better. Let's enjoy. I'm going to turn the music off so we don't get cut. Look at that. First of all, good for Christian Kirk. Shut up.
You saw the answer, man. You don't from Axel Sullivan.
Kind of stinks because Trayvon Walker actually did a pretty good Duval in this.
Yeah. Look at that.
Hey.
Oh, that's that sack. Hey. That's that sack.
Hey, if he gonna give Nick Cannon royalties for that.
We need you over there. We need you. Look at Shaq. We need you.
Get out. Hey.
I just
Big
got
money.
Hey, look at my boy Jake.
Woo! Look at the teeth.
Hey, that boy got the teal fangs.
Diamonds.
Hey, them bitches stupid, boy. Shout out to Marvin. That man got some. That boy rich, man. That's a rich man.
He said that boy rich, man.
Shit, he been in the league a long time.
11 years.
Oh, there go the future.
Now they did something with J-Rob on this. Was actually pretty cool.
It was beautiful, yeah.
Who's talking with lift the head up?
Yeah,
with
like
the fog,
slow motion with the fog, lift your head up, and it just
intimidating.
You could see the 25, and it's just like, oh god.
Look at that.
Man, hey, y'all heard James was running now.
He was running.
I saw the video.
Yeah, I haven't seen the video, but I have seen the report.
The 25 is here.
Hey, shout out to the Jags social.
I want to take a photo to it now with that little back, bro, with the little. Hey, let's shout Logan Cook, man. MVP.
Is that Logan Cook?
We got the best fucking uniforms ever. I swear to God, like our color scheme is just so great.
Yeah, I just wish we could go back to the Leaping Jaguar, bro.
Yeah, but the color scheme,
bro, I want to take pictures in that same exact setup with the
yeah,
bro, just like
yeah.
That shit is clean, bro. Bro, all my shit be going crazy.
Had to hear. Forehead is back, babe. Why did he cut his dreads?
Hey, Travis ETM looked like Roger off of American Dad.
He definitely
Damn.
does.
That's terrible.
Damn.
Accurate, but terrible.
The alien.
Big Smoot. Yeah, you saw.
He ugly, bro. But he runs so pretty.
Yes, he does, bro.
He should have kept the dread. Roy Roberts. Stewie said Roy Roberts. That's that goddamn.
Hey, listen.
Mike Dempsey, Roy Roberts.
How come ain't nobody talked about well, damn, now I just lost his motherfucking name. No wonder nobody's talking.
That's why, man.
Pretty much why, Jimbo.
Rudy Ford. How come nobody's talking about Rudy Ford, bro? Like,
I haven't seen Rudy Ford all.
He's become irrelevant now.
But I'm saying, like, they keep saying, like, who's gonna play nickel? Who's gonna play nickel? What about Rudy Ford? Like,
let's have a moment of real right here. Okay. Nobody knew who the fuck Rudy Ford was until last year. And
I got you.
So fucking trash that he got to play, and he got to play on a trash ass team, and he made a couple of flash plays on some trash team.
Robert said he looked like Sam Cassell too. That's some ugly men, bro.
And
we have a solid 3 cornerbacks now. All cornerback spots are good.
Yeah, but none of them play good in the slot. Like, nobody plays. None.
We don't play good in the slot. Shaq plays good in the slot. Tyson hasn't played in the slot. Darius has played in the slot.
He has played in the slot. He did play in the slot a little bit. Yeah, and he didn't do good.
Played in the slot.
Darius Williams.
Darius Williams can play in the slot. Darius Williams plays all.
Yeah, but he doesn't play good in the slot. Look at it, bro. All y'all gotta do is look it up, man. Just look it up.
I watched him get a pick 6 on Russell Wilson from the slot.
I watched that too.
I watched him get multiple.
I talked about Tyson Campbell last year. He turned that shit around.
So I'm saying, hold on. So let's say you took 100 snaps. You took 100 snaps from the slot. You get 1 pick 6, but 99 other snaps you get dog.
No,
I'm talking about good in the slot.
I'm talking about one game where he got.
That's what I'm saying. You're talking about one play. You're talking about one play.
One game where he got 2 interceptions and one of those turned into be a pick 6. He had a couple other pass breakups from the slot. I mean, at the end of the day, that is a very hard.
I'm looking it up. I'm going to go full facts. I'm the facts guy.
Rudy Ford is not playing at any position on this team.
Yes, he is. He's going to be on special teams.
Special teams, yes.
And that's what I was going to say. Our special teams, punt and coverage, that shit better be immaculate. Our special teams better be.
Outside of that, my thing is, Jimbo, what you should be happy about is that if Rudy Ford's still on this team, that we have depth if something happens to people.
Right. Oh, I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic, but I'm just saying we got 3. I feel like we have 3 premier corners that are just built for the outside. Like, they play their best football on the outside.
But all 3 of them have played on the inside as well.
Wasn't Rudy Ford brought in to be a special teams guy last year anyway?
Originally.
He
wound up showing out in the nickel.
I ain't gonna lie, guys. I don't want Rayshon Jenkins. I want the back to be DT and Andre Sisco.
This DT love is fascinating to me.
He's played good every time he's back there.
Yeah.
He's actually been solid.
I fought with DT, bro. I've been fucking with DT since his rookie year. To me, it was balling his rookie year. He broke his arm, busting the fuck out of somebody.
DT that dude for real.
He's better than Ronnie. Bro, Ronnie Harrison was fun, bro. He's not Ronnie Harrison.
Bro, y'all were hooked on Ronnie. And when I say y'all, I mean the Jaguar fan base was hooked on Ronnie Harrison, rookie Ronnie Harrison, when he got to get his in, when he had injuries.
Well, I mean, he's coming out of Alabama. That's the Alabama curse.
Ronnie gets to come in. We like, oh my God, look, he's showing flashes. But once you increase that sample size, I don't think you get in this DT that we're seeing in limited opportunities.
Well, the thing is, the last, what was it, 2 or 3 games, it was just him and Andre the whole time.
2 games.
And then they played pretty good.
Uh-huh.
And his rookie year, he played good, but he, like Jay said, he broke his arm in that Pittsburgh game after getting the interception.
So limited. That sample size was so limited. He didn't play that whole season leading up to that pick. He got
he was coming off an injury. I mean, it was.
He wasn't just coming off an injury. He wasn't starting because he wasn't picked to be a starter. He didn't.
But I think he was also. I think he was hurt in college. But
yeah, he was a 5th rounder.
Yeah, he wasn't brought in to be a starter.
Mm-hmm.
But he got his opportunity against Pittsburgh. I think he played against.
It's just, but also, bro, like I said,
he played well.
Alabama. I wasn't a big fan of Ronnie Harrison just because I know what happens at Alabama, bro. There's 22 starters on the team, but there's 40 something 5-stars. Like everywhere you turn is a 5-star. That's why like I was having this conversation with my pops the other day, like about Nick Saban and like how they just been buying players and all that shit too. He was talking about Jimbo and shit, but I'm like, bro, a lot of them guys don't really be that deal from Alabama when they get to the league, bro, because they benefit from playing with 5-star on 5-star on 5-star. They go out there and play West. Then you go out there and play West Chattanooga, and you go beat the fuck out their ass. And then by the time y'all play a real team, y'all are rolling. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to really just not lose and be, I guess, quote unquote good. So you gotta see it, bro. But some of these other schools in the SEC, like, yeah, you got talent out there, but you got to go out there and play them dog games, and the person behind you is not like, you can't slack, because the person to your side is a 3-star. Like, it ain't just all-stars out there. You really have to maintain and do your job, because ain't nobody really coming to erase that. Whereas in Alabama, somebody can erase it. Georgia, somebody can erase it. At Auburn, wasn't nobody. DT had to ball out because there wasn't nobody else over there for real to kind of cover up nothing.
Well, in 2020, he got that block punt return for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a sack on Deshaun Watson.
Jimbo, what the fuck you got going on in the background, bro?
Man, listen, bro. I'm trying to find the stat shit.
I'm just trying to figure out what the noise is.
And you want to be the stat guy, and you can't.
What? No, I don't have a noise, bro.
You have a noise.
Hold on. So Jimbo, how long you been thinking about this? Did that just come up in your head that you wanted? I guess because we were talking about it. But yeah, you gotta get the typing away, man. You gotta have all that stuff pulled up.
I don't know what we talking about. What were you talking about? The Rudy Ford situation, or when these guys have played in the slot?
No, I'm talking. Yeah, the slot shit. Against the slot.
You gotta get very specific with that.
I was about to say, good luck on figuring out how to type that one into Google.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not working out.
I could tell you that too.
Next gen stat subscription or something, bro. I don't know.
I mean, that's just like everybody saying Trevon Diggs is a great corner. He had 11 interceptions. Yeah, but he led the NFL in giving up the most big plays.
Yeah, I mean that's the definition of. I mean, that's also he'll learn to turn that down. I think he will be a great corner. But he'll learn to tune some of that down to the point where he won't gamble so much.
Right. The problem, he tried to jump a lot of routes.
Yeah, but to get 11 interceptions, you rolling the dice, boy.
You gotta gamble.
I mean, look at Tyson Campbell. Tyson Campbell, rookie year, led in turnovers in our defense with 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I mean, what we have.
Bro, if you could have located the ball, and if you could have located the ball, earlier in the season, he definitely should have had 2 or 3 more.
Right.
Yeah, our defense only had 9 turnovers last year.
From game 1, that's what we were saying on this show. Everybody was like, man, Tyson Campbell's terrible. Now, Tyson Campbell is fire. Tyson Campbell glued to
I was one of them ones. I ain't gonna lie.
Everywhere that receiver went, Tyson Campbell was attached to his hip like a beeper. And
you're not running him.
Just could not locate the ball. He could not figure out how to go up.
His ability to locate was like just shitty at the beginning. And that's what we always harped on. We was like, listen, he there with him step for step. The man on the hip.
Hey, Jimbo, that's a little ass shirt.
Say what? What?
Oh, Jimbo, did you go shopping in the kids section?
What are y'all talking about?
Kind of sit back like you did again.
What? What are y'all talking about, man? This is
Say it with your chest.
Most of my shirts. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm bringing the Maxwell one more time.
No, Coach, say it with your
You say Jimbo, say it with your chest, Jimbo. You gotta say it with your chest. Say it with your chest, Jimbo.
No, seriously, like when you sit back and straighten up, like the shirt was like 2 sizes smaller.
Y'all
I'm not understanding. For those of you that are listening on Spotify right now or later on recording, I have no idea what's going on right now.
Hey, are you crying?
Big Mark is singing.
Are you crying over there, man?
What is happening? What is happening right now? What is happening?
He's crying. I don't think I've ever made you laugh that hard.
Jay said it's a flex fit tee. This is flex fit.
Oh shit.
No,
God damn, boy, y'all motherfuckers.
Like,
because when
I just want to understand it. I just want to understand, like what's different from this shirt and like most of the other shirts I wear.
When he
like,
sat back and he did it, I was like,
Jay set that shit up so clean.
And
the setup and the delivery, though, that's what it was all about. It ain't about.
I missed that part. I missed that. Like, I want to laugh too. Like, I'm not saying it's not funny. I'm sure it is because you guys are cracking up about it.
And then all of a sudden, all I say is "say it with your chest," and K broke down.
Oh my God!
What the hell?
He arrived at the studio.
Oh, shit!
Wow.
That shit, yeah.
That was amazing.
Hey Jay, where can I get that shirt in this size?
You have to look. I don't know, bro. Look, I don't know if they make these in those sizes, bro.
Well, bro, obviously you had to hook up. So I need you to find out for me.
Yeah, you gotta talk to him. Be like, listen, do you have that shirt
clean, bro?
Medium?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, bro. I think they started at like an extra large. Like,
good job.
Extra.
Just take the X off. I just need the large, man.
That's
is that what that shirt says it is?
You got that shirt off Wish.
I actually did not get the shirt off Wish.
As in you wish that motherfucker was a large.
Man, I already ordered my Devin Lloyd jersey for this year.
Listen,
bro,
man, listen, this is how they come now, bro.
See,
like,
but every time you sit back, it's like it just shortens.
But that's
I just gotta
Jumbo,
be chest,
listen
bro.
to me,
Like,
Jumbo.
what are you talking about?
That's why I said say it with your chest.
That shit is not for us, bro. That's not for us, bro. That ain't for us.
Bro, I ain't all the way gone yet, though,
Bro,
bro.
don't go get no fucking.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, bro. Just don't do Hoochie Daddy shorts, bro. If you do Hoochie Daddy shorts, it's a wrap, bro. You better not do no Hoochie Daddy shorts, bro. Please don't. Don't do hoochie daddy shorts, Jimbo.
Hey, I don't subscribe to that word, but I was in Vegas. I had my thighs out, boy. I ain't give a fuck, boy. I was out, boy. We was on the hole, boy. I need y'all to know.
Y'all see what you had in Vegas on, bro. That wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It's some motherfuckers doing some bad shit out here though. Like,
that's because those guys are nasty though. That's just like, but it's just like these women come out here with them son, like, bro, you got all that ass out here clapping, like, bro, I'm about to say something, but I'm definitely not about to be out here with the tightest of tight shorts with my printout, bro. That's not the
not showing the camel tail. Just
nah. They but the women be out there, bro, moose knuckle and all, baby.
Robert,
camels have tails.
Too hard. That shirt is gonna break.
Not even rip. He said that bit gonna break.
I think it's the print. That's what it is. That's it. It does look like if you flex, Thanos snaps his fingers, that bitch dissolves.
Straight particles.
That's the sound effect. That's the sound effect to make.
All right.
Yes, they do.
Great job.
That was a good laugh. Great laugh.
Awesome. Good stuff, Robert.
But regardless, though, I still think that for everything that was wrong last year, though, for real, I think that Rudy Ford played good. Like, if there's any question,
and
there should be some kind of competition for the slot. I think, like, I don't think it should be an open and shut case that one of the what I would consider our big three corners. I don't think it should be an open and shut case. I think
you pay that kind of money to two of them, they're playing. Now, yes, I agree. The choice is it going to be Tyson inside? Is it going to be Shaq inside? Is it going to be Darius? I agree with that. But nah.
It's gonna be Darius.
But I've heard like that they're gonna be using Chad Muma similar to how they did use Rudy Ford last year. You know,
that money backer.
Money backer.
Yeah, but that's moving them. But that's like moving them to safety position. Really, for what they're talking
about. That's what Rudy Ford was last year. Yeah. He wasn't a true nickel.
No, he wasn't a true nickel.
No, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is that we didn't have an answer for nickel. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, Trey
was good. He was healthy, and then Chris was okay. They both blitzed well. They played the run well. They just.
I think Trey. Now. I think Rudy blitzed pretty good too. But Trey can't cover. Like, Trey got wheels, but Trey sucks at covering. He covers better from the slot.
Trey
is great at covering. He's slow.
He can stick to you. Trey is slow. Like slow. You know what he's talking about? 88 speed on slow. Now Chris Clayburgh's got wheels.
No, I know Chris Clayburgh got wheels.
Yeah. But he does scream Duval on the beach in Peru, so he can stick with the Jags.
So they need to like merge Herndon and Claybrooks together, and you get a great player.
Have a baby.
I don't know. Maybe it's okay. So maybe it's Trey's get off. I'm talking like because like when he rushes. Okay, thank you.
Let's get Clay Claybrooks. Let's get Clay Claybrooks, bro. We'll do that.
Trey Clay.
Trey Claybrooks.
Trey Clay.
Oh, what do you all think about LaVisca getting a kick return?
Hey, listen. Hey, this is what we gonna do. This is what we gonna do for a second. I'm gonna jump on the. Hey, y'all gonna get off my fucking dog LaVisca Chenault bandwagon right now. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all gonna leave Visca alone. I want to hear about the trade Visca for a bologna sandwich. I don't want to hear about the Visca sucks. I don't want to hear about none of that shit. Every time I see a positive Visca post, here comes one of you sucker ass fans jumping on talking about, well, that bitch had 100,000 drops. Well, bitch, he broke 100,000 tackles too. Let's not forget that. Drops can be fixed. You can't teach what LaVisca Chenault has, and that is drive, will, power, physicality, all of that shit you don't get out of little slot wide receivers. That man is a monster. He will fix his hands, and LaVisca Chenault is going to be a great fucking slot receiver. And if you ain't on a LaVisca Chenault bandwagon, I got 2 words for you. Suck it!
You gotta take into account that the shit that he was under last year. Look at by God.
I won't even say it's purely hands. It was confidence.
Look at the coaching and the shit that was going on in that locker room. Bro, it's so much shit that we don't even know about that went on in that locker room and went on in that facility last year. His headspace probably was just fucked all up last year.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel you. I feel you. Listen, I like LaVisca.
Go back and check Marvin Jones drops for every other year. And see if
I know Marvin Jones' headspace wasn't in the right place.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So go back and let's check Marvin Jones drops from his every other season except for last in Jacksonville. I guarantee you last year, Marvin Jones had the most drops in his entire career because the shit that was going on between Urban Meyer and Sanjay was not fucking normal. That shit is not normal. And that wide receiver core suffered because of it.
Even with all of Visca's drops, he still had 66 catches.
Exactly. He had 100 targets. He was the most targeted receiver on third down.
I still can remember that play versus Tennessee. That play versus Tennessee.
Right. Exactly. But you want to trade him? You don't got another person on the team that can do what Laviska Shenault can do. Not at running back or receiver. So don't sit here and talk that crazy shit about Visca. He can fix his hands. And when he fixes his hands, he is exactly who we thought he was.
He wasn't in that whole wide receiver core. They weren't in the right headspace, bro. That shit was fucked last year.
Well, I mean, you got to figure in his 2 years, he has 121 catches. That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
Nope.
But
Jimbo got something on his chest. Go ahead, Jimbo. I feel like you about to be contrary to this topic, so let's go.
No, I love Visca, bro. You know, I'm a Visca fan, but what I'm saying is that okay? We all know that the organization was fucked up last year. We all know that, man. But we can't keep going back to that shit, bro. Like the organization being fucked up shouldn't account for, bro. You had frying pan for hands on some big down plays. On some big down plays, bro. I'm just speaking facts, bro. Hold on, bro.
If we're not in the right mindset, bro.
Go ahead.
I'm just speaking facts, bro. Listen, bro. We've all worked, bro. We've all worked, bro. And we've had shitty ass days. But Big Marcus, bro, you can't sit here and tell me that you having a shitty day makes you bad at your job. You can't tell me that, bro.
You can't tell me that. Like,
you having a shitty boss can make you bad at your job,
especially in sports, like Stone Cold just said.
Let's talk about this then. You just said exactly what you just said. Well, answer me this: did Josh Allen have a good season last year?
I don't think anybody had it. We were losers. Nobody had a good season.
Nobody had a good season. Nobody. So we can't. So you telling me is Josh Allen not a good player?
I didn't say any of them weren't good players. I didn't say that.
That's our point.
I didn't say that.
I'm not saying you. But should we get rid of Josh Allen? Because Josh Allen ain't had a good year.
No, but I don't think we should get rid of Visca either.
Again, I'm not saying you. They want to get rid of Laviska Shenault because he had one bad season of drops. He didn't have this problem the year before. Go look at his drops the year before. He did not have the same problem the year before. We're going to sit here and say that we need to get rid of Laviska Shenault. We need to trade Laviska Shenault because he had a bad year last season with something that could be fixed, which is drops, which is an extremely fixable issue. We're talking about drops. We're talking about practice. We're talking about drops right now. That's it. And drops is one of the most psychological parts of a wide receiver's game. Catching the football is psychological. Urban Meyer had that as a fucked up environment.
And it's contagious.
Oh yeah,
extremely. They're mental.
Can I say something real quick?
Fucked up. So we're not gonna get rid of Josh Allen. We're not gonna get rid of Shaq Griffin. We're not gonna get rid of Tyson Campbell. He had half a bad year. We're not gonna go and get rid of none of them. We're not doing that. We're not getting rid of Marvin. We're not getting rid of Agnew. Nobody had a great season. We're not getting rid of James Robinson. So why the fuck will we get rid of Laviska Shenault, who's on a rookie deal and actually has something that is unique to his position, which is insane power and contact balance? It just doesn't make any sense. Go ahead, Big Marcus.
I was going to say also, man, like, them guys didn't get a chance to gain that cohesiveness that they needed to during the offseason. Want to know why? Because goddamn Urban Meyer kept having these stupid ass quarterback competition battles and wide receiver battles when clearly we all know Trevor Lawrence should be the starting quarterback for OTAs, training camps, and everything. You fucking up the team chemistry like from the beginning.
I apologize for everything when that was going on. When I would come on and say, no, I get it, man. You know, you go out there and you compete. You make him earn it. I don't care if he's number one pick. Make him earn it. I apologize.
Because you see how that shit played off into the season. Game 1, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing out there on the field. Houston kicked our motherfucking ass. The offense wasn't in sync. They act like they act like they just practiced with each other a day ago and was like, all right, fellas, we finna come on the field and we finna run this shit. And they got their ass whooped. Nothing was in sync, bro. The whole season. It was like that. So I believe coaching is gonna change all of that. I feel like we have the right people in place, the right coaching in place. Like he said, we gotta gain these boys. It was a broken locker room. Broken. Doug Peterson said, I have to regain these guys' trust.
Yeah. He said they had to heal, Big Marcus.
They had to heal, bro. You ain't never heard that. That means something up here, bro, wasn't right, bro.
Bro, there were teams that didn't win a single game. There has been teams that have gone 0-16.
You ain't never heard nobody say they had to heal.
And I've never, ever heard the coach come in and say, this locker room has to heal.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've never heard that, bro.
Nah, man, you know Peterson just walked in that locker room, was in there, splashing the holy water and everything.
Jimbo,
I said, I have exorcised the demons.
Time out.
I told you what.
Pause 1 second. Jimbo, you're from like when we're talking, I don't know, it's not doing it right this second, but when we were,
that's because I muted it. Watch.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what it is.
You don't know what that is, Jimbo?
He can't hear it.
Bro, like, look, I'm finna show you something. You see this?
Yeah, but
you see it's not even plugged in, bro. Like,
it doesn't happen.
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's picking up. Your mic is picking up sound.
Oh,
Maybe
watch
it's
this. Hold on. Back up again. Back up.
What?
Sit back again.
You're an asshole, bro.
No. Am I lying? It stopped, didn't it? It stopped, didn't it? I swear to God. Move the computer away from you.
It stopped. Truly.
I swear to God.
Truly.
I swear to God it stopped.
You have a voice that projects.
Is it stopped?
I still hear it.
It's faint.
I still hear it, but I'm like, damn, wherever you're at, they got like electric circuit, something going through the wall. Like, is that the lights making that noise?
Nah. See, look, he's leaning back, man. He's saying it with his chest.
He's leaning back.
I just think it's like, it just might be the microphone.
He said it with his chest.
Shush. Oh,
I still hear it.
Real faint. But when he leans forward, it's almost like feedback.
Yeah, you know what it is.
He projects. His voice projects.
AJ stupid, bro.
Oh my God.
Let my people go.
He said, officer, I'd like to report a crime of it's some chests. They being held against their will. The culprit is a shirt. It got some money signs on it.
He's holding the pecs hostage.
Yeah, there it is.
That's crazy.
It's back.
I don't know what it is, Jimbo. Maybe it's, I don't know, bro. Maybe it's a.
No.
That shit, that shit loud. Hey, that shit get louder too, bro.
That shirt's too fucking loud. That's what it is.
Okay,
too loud.
You do look like you're trying to drop a mixtape back in 2006, though. That's exactly what you look like right now. You got the Cisco glasses on, the silver hair, and you got that goddamn money print shirt from City Trends. You look like you was about to go all the way. What's that? I got bang, bang.
No, but I mean, could you see? Not as a punt returner, because I believe you need to be a lot more shifty and quicker. But as a kick returner, getting the ball and seeing Visca just like a cannonball or a pinball bouncing off people.
I can see that.
I can see Visca returning kicks or punts. That sounded his nipples screaming for help. Oh my fucking god!
Boy, that shit is that shit haunted over there?
It does sound like your house is haunted. Do you not have your headphone in?
I do have my. I'm about to turn it off, and maybe my headphones are just picking up something. I'm about to turn them off.
Everybody call Ghost Nation.
Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. When your shirt's tight, life. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. You know just about. You got titties in a haunted house. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. We can't hear you now. Oh, well, the sound is stopped.
Great movie, by the way. Yeah.
At least for the moment. LaVisca Chenault should absolutely be back there. Or it'd be in the rotation for returning punts and kicks. Jamal Agnew is by far the best kick return punt return on the team, without a doubt. No question.
But I heard on a podcast, I forget where, it might have been 1010XL on primetime, them saying his hip injury is unique.
Yeah, did you see what
with
the
Agnew?
Fuck? Yeah. Yeah,
Like, it looked like everything popped out.
It looked like he got slammed into the dirt and kicked himself in the forehead, leg locked, like a
it was gruesome.
It was very bad.
Like I'm getting a little just thinking about it.
Think about like Joe Theismann. Think about Dak Prescott. Think about Alex Smith's injuries. Those were terrifying to see. Gruesome. You saw the body part, the bone, all that. That hip injury's up there just because the way his body moved is the way that's not supposed to move. No, we can't hear you, sir. We can hear your shirt though. I can't.
I hear you calling
out.
Big Marcus. What is it? Someone is calling 911.
You. That's R. Kelly. Maybe I shouldn't be singing that.
I was about to say, yeah, we can't. Yeah,
Let me not do that.
Look, I caught myself.
I tried,
and I don't even
get your ass sometime for real. You'll be riding.
I don't listen to him at all. I don't even listen to him at all.
I tried to save you. I tried to swing in some Wyclef real quick.
But no, to actually hear that Visca went to
Jimbo's talking about, but Jimbo's body is calling from that goddamn shirt.
Let me try to return a little bit.
Someone, please.
Thanks, Stone Cold.
Huh?
Yes.
I think they should have him doing return. Put him there.
But Visca to go to the coaches and be like, "Hey, I want to return kicks and shit."
I think he knows his position. He's gonna get some time cut.
I don't think he's gonna get any time cut.
No.
He's your number 3 receiver.
He's a
You gotta have him on the field, bro.
He's 3.
A lot of people have both Kirk, Zay, and Marvin in front of him.
Yeah, those people are idiots.
That's actually the actual depth chart.
Oh yeah, I know they're stupid as fuck. LaVisca Chenault's going to be the 3. I don't give a fuck what the depth chart says. Zay Jones is a backup outside receiver. He's not going. And again, this goes into, we're talking depth charts and shit. We've talked about this before. Like they'll probably line Christian Kirk up in the slot. They'll move it around. If Kirk's not in the slot, Visca will be in the slot. Mm-hmm. The only way he's not in the slot is if something has happened. He has underproduced. Somebody has all of a sudden randomly overproduced, or he's gotten hurt. Zay Jones is not taking Visca's slot. I guess that makes sense. He's not taking Visca's spot in the slot. Zay Jones is going to be an outside receiver.
Well, no, a lot of people have Marvin Jones and Zay Jones as outside. Kirk just being your number 1 in the slot.
Yeah, bro.
No.
And then they'll start shifting around.
The thing is,
he will be inside a lot, but he'll be outside.
Yeah,
Grandma baby,
what's up, Grandma baby?
Grandma baby in the house.
All right, I want to pull up that thing. Like, when I was talking about earlier, I said it's a 2-minute video I watched, and I was talking about how contagious. Yeah, how contagious drops are.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this shit don't make no damn sense, dog.
Does this hurt your eyes more than Jimbo's shirt?
Nah, it definitely shouldn't. No, actually, it might be. This shit make my shit fucking My eyes almost bled watching this shit.
It's because we love you. We kid because we care.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Ta-da. Full screen, baby. Oh my. Shout out to the terrible screen recording by whoever.
Yeah, I know.
And that's a drop.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Beautiful.
Oh, come here. Ooh, get out of there.
Touch me. Go on.
Get off of me.
Stumbles.
Oh, should be.
Oh, no. That's a drop. Oh, wait. London Bridge is falling down. So is my receiver without the ball. Watch me boot. This is my play on Madden.
Mm-hmm. Wide open. Dropped it.
You're not going to catch it.
Even on that one, I think that was against the Jets. That ball should have been out of there a little bit quicker. But still supposed to catch it.
Decent pocket drop.
Mm-hmm. And that's where you want to be able to. You should catch every middle of the field wide open. You got to catch that.
Drop. Drop.
Oh. That's sad.
That one hurts.
Drop. Is that all? That's all our drops.
Watch this. It's gonna take a fucking hit.
Not all.
Took a fucking hit on that one.
2 minutes of them. Drop. There's 32 drops total. This isn't all 32, but drop.
Horrible.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, horrible.
Wow, got fucking crushed on that one.
Stood in
drop.
Drop turned to a pick. Screen, James Robinson.
Yeah, I just want to know what I know. Somebody got to come out with an autobiography or something to let us know what the fuck was really going on.
This one right here, bro.
In that locker room.
Oh yeah, that one.
You gotta catch it.
What you got going on there?
Oh, bro, you gotta. Hey, this is videos on Facebook, bro. This dude been going around talking about cucumber prank in the hood. He'll just like walk up to girls. And he'll walk up to the hoes with this damn cucumber in his pants, and them hoes just be like, "Oh my god!" And they'll try to like have a conversation with them, but they be like, they're like, "Oh my, hold on, I just gotta tell you, but you gotta." I was like, yeah, "Y'all crazy, dog." Yeah, these women are insane, bro. But good social experiment. But yeah, bro, drops, bro. I was disgusted watching that, bro.
Hurts
like,
my heart.
You think about how many of those were third downs?
I know.
Like, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Touchdowns, third downs.
Plays where the quarterback standing getting crushed on those throws. Like, if I'm getting crushed to make that throw, you gotta catch that. Like,
still threw for over 3,000 yards.
Yeah. Like I said, limited drive killers, dog.
If you take away half those drops, I guarantee you we win at least 3 more games.
And look, if I say you talk about most of those, you talk about third down, most of those are going to be also, if you look at it, most of those are going to be 3 and out drops. Like, we had to get off we didn't have no momentum. Like, we couldn't even get nothing started. That was the third play of the drive, and we off the field. We dropped the ball.
30 for 30, Urban nightmare at the Choppers. I agree 100%. There will be a 30 for 30 on that Jacksonville Jaguars team.
What's more hurtful? What's more hurtful? A kick from Urban Meyer or the axe that was in our locker room?
The axe, man, because the axe played out on the field.
Yeah.
Apparently, the kick that played out on the field.
Is Urban Meyer the worst thing to ever happen to the Jaguars franchise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, and I was all for it. I was with the Urban Meyer shit.
Me too. We were sipping the fuck out of the Teal.
I never wanted them. Never wanted them.
I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50 Tom Coughlin. Even though, like we said, we know the Jalen shit probably a lot to do with the GM, but I think trying to set that 1994 tone, 1995 tone in 2018, 2017. Shit wasn't gonna fly.
Nah, Jay, me and you are Gator fans. We know how Urban was.
Yeah, oh no! I'm talking. No, that I know how Urban was. I knew what that was. I knew
that's why I didn't want him.
No, I didn't mind because I figured,
I'm a Gator fan too, though. Stone Cold.
I figured with Urban, at least there's madness, but there's a method, and there's usually results from the madness.
Right.
It's at the same time, I didn't think I didn't think he'll be weak. He hasn't shown. He has shown that he is weak in certain areas, like just fake.
What do you have a bigger problem with? The way he was treating coaches and players, or turning his phone off at 5 and leaving the facility?
The latter, because I don't give a fuck how you treat players. This is playing football. All that emotional shit got to get the fuck out the way. I don't give a fuck about that, bro. Your job is to play football. Like, you're not about to.
Yeah.
But
y'all, we was ready to fucking storm raid Uche Ranieri about Urban Meyer.
I know
I was.
I
Fuck
know.
that. I still don't like.
Yeah,
his
but I
black
mean,
ass either way it goes.
but honestly,
But
I mean,
he was right. I gotta give him what he was right.
I don't give him that because I mean, goddamn, bro. I know for a fact. I know for a fact that my dog is gonna lick his balls today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this shit ain't. That was the easy thing to say was it's not gonna work with Urban Meyer.
But he was still right.
Like I said, I could have been.
I hate to admit it because I can't stand his black ass. And I admit it, he was right.
That was
right.
My hesitant. That's what my initial hesitance. What my initial hesitance was because I know I know how he operates. Like, but at the same time, I wasn't going to say this is not going to work because that's the easy thing. That's the easiest thing in the world for me to say. And I'm never going to say the easiest thing in the world. Like when it comes to that, I'm trying to I want to at least see how something can work. I want to have some kind of juxtaposition to it. I'm not about to just say that shit is super easy. Motherfuckers hate Urban Meyer. Like he doesn't have a good track record when it comes to dealing with people and other personalities. So people don't like him. It's easy for that narrative to happen. It's easy for people to say, "Oh, this ain't gonna work because this isn't college." Yeah, because it's college. Everything he literally had everything stacked against him. Without him being an asshole, he already had everything stacked against him. Yeah, chances are it wasn't gonna work.
But they still count towards your stat line.
But it's not about. But guess what? At the same time,
you gotta hit your layups.
Yeah, but I mean that's that sport, bro. There's a lot of sports where degree of difficulty matters. Like it just doesn't because you can do some shit.
Like what?
I mean, Olympic sports. I mean, you talk about. I mean, shit, gymnastics, swimming. Like, what do you like? Actually skilled things that you have to do if you're trying to do something very hard. There is a scale. They have
the main sports in America.
Shit. How the Gators got to national championships through the BCS is because of stricter schedule. It wasn't because of the record. We had our records at the time. During that time, the records weren't always the best record. We had 1 or 2 losses, but we had stricter schedule. The teams that we beat and we played a harder schedule. It's weighted. I mean, I don't know how many. I used to take weighted classes. I get an A in my class. That's not a 4. It's a 4.5.
Nobody.
So I'm just saying,
nobody on this show.
Nobody expected him to do
it. To not get on the plane, to kick kickers, to not know players' names.
And if he would have said, if he would have said that those things would have happened, I'll give him credit.
I mean, but he didn't say that. He just said
he didn't say
he said he wouldn't make it out of his first year, and he didn't.
You say he was going to quit,
but he said he wouldn't make it out his first year.
But he said he was going to quit.
Nah, that don't matter.
It does matter.
Listen,
hold on, time out. We're not gonna act like quitting and getting fired are the same thing, because they're not.
They are.
They're not. If you quit, you can't get unemployment. You get fired, you can get unemployment. Those two things are very different. Being
politically correct.
Quitting and getting fired are two different things. And his exact words is that he's going to quit. Now he may have sabotaged himself. He may have sabotaged himself to get fired.
Huh? Did he quit or get fired? Strength coach from Iowa.
What?
He
quit or get fired?
Where? Chris Doyle?
Yeah, he quit.
He quit. Right?
Shout out to Big Chris, man.
And
wait, from here,
quit, right?
From here, Iowa or here?
I'm talking about here. He quit, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't strongly suggested. He wasn't strongly suggested to kick rocks, so he didn't have to be fired. He quit. So
I mean, he didn't have to because he could have did the smart thing and said, "No, y'all gonna have to fire me."
But
because me personally, I would never tell my job that, you know what, You know what? I'm not gonna. No, unless I have unless I have a job lined up, I'm not doing that.
Shot Khan called up Urban and said, "Nah."
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
now
I'm not
plenty
doing
of
that.
circumstances where quitting and getting fired are exact same thing.
I mean, yeah, but it's all. I mean, it's performance based.
And
But
it's
he didn't quit.
They adjust it based for public perception. Hey, listen, we're gonna go
And
ahead.
Stewie,
We're gonna put it out there.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Stewie, his treatment of James Robinson is not puzzling. The puzzle is that James Robinson has been injured since the 2020 season, and
it's puzzling when they call him James the running back.
Yeah, that's his name is James, and what's his position?
Nope. I
If
like
he would have said, yeah,
Jay's not going to bow down to that.
Hey, if he would have said, hey, James, the safety had 100 yards, I'm like, all right, that's insane. Or
he's praising the oppressor right now.
If you would have called him Fred Taylor,
he praising the oppressor right now, just so he don't have to go back on any of his takes, bro. That's all it is right now.
I mean, my initial take of having Urban Meyer was I don't want Urban Meyer as a football coach on this football team. That was my initial take.
Wrong.
The thing
I
is,
was wrong.
I bought in.
Was right.
I bought in because I'm a Jaguars
Uche was
fan.
right, bro. Like he was right, bro. I don't like it. I don't like his bitch ass neither, dog. I feel you. I don't like his ass either.
Yeah,
I still don't like him because he talks so much shit about the team. He always say something negative instead of trying to have a positive aspect on something. He's just a big negative motherfucker. I don't like his ass.
But that's the media outlet.
But he was right.
Said AJK looking like Penguin from Batman.
Yo, that movie is fire.
I fell asleep on that shit like 7 times.
Yeah, the newest Batman movie is pretty good, man.
Ain't nobody watching that shit. I'll go back and I got HBO Max. I'll go back and watch the original Batman
version of Riddler ever.
That was the greatest version of Riddler.
Yeah, that's from the comic books.
That was legit.
I would say the best version of Riddler was on Gotham.
Yeah, this one's better, bro.
This one, I mean,
y'all don't watch Gotham. What are you talking about?
Gotham was at 5.
Man, I like that.
I like that Penguin.
I still think that Jim Carrey's.
That Oswald Cobblepot. Hey, he might be better than what's his name?
Yeah, he is. That's
the one from Gotham.
Yeah, the one from Gotham.
That was the best Penguin.
I'm sad, bro. I'm sad about it, bro.
It was a John Doe. John Doe is Jimbo's burner account. Jimbo trying to get me right now. Jimbo.
Hey, that's what that beeping was. That was his other phone. The notifications going off on that motherfucker. They are flaming you, son.
Hey, but Jay, the biggest, because I still think so. First of all, like Herbs, bro, he came into the league with just everybody hating on him, bro. He came into the league
because he was a pile of shit, man.
That's all self-absorbed too.
Besides what happened here, everywhere he's been at, he's been a winner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel you. But hold on, but Jimbo, the thing is, either a trail of bodies followed behind it, fucking a scandal follows behind him. Everywhere he goes, there's always something. So I'm not gonna be, bro. I know what the common denominator is.
What happened at Ohio State?
Really? You didn't hear about that stuff?
Jimbo, remember. Time out. Yeah, I remember. Jimbo was on timeout, Stone Cold. So you have to remember, he's not gonna know everything that was happening and going on. He just had, bro, a lot of shit, bro. Just a lot of the same.
He hid his assistant coaches or whatever.
You talking about his? What does that have to do with him? That has nothing to do with him. Because his coach.
Everything was his handling of the situation,
bro. It's because what happens is when you, especially and so the thing is, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that we don't know about, Jimbo. You know how these college towns work. That's why it was so puzzling when Jameis Winston was getting in trouble for the crab legs. It's like, bro, you're in Tallahassee where you won a championship. Like, you're supposed to be able to do. You're supposed to be able to do whatever you want to do. Like, I mean, you're not supposed to be able to do what you're able to do, but everybody gonna look out for you. You understand how the shit that was happening at Gainesville, bro? We didn't end up hearing about any of that shit until Aaron Hernandez literally was arrested for murder.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we didn't hear about that's when everything started coming out. There's bro, when he was at Ohio State,
That's not true.
It is true. Now,
okay, so
outside of
what about Silver Cam? What about Silver Cam Newton? What about the whole credit card?
Jamal Hornsby.
There was no bodies, bro. That's stuff that, bro. Jamal Hornsby got arrested here. He was using the credit. That's fraud. Like bro, stuff that he couldn't do. Yes, those are actual, bro. They had shit.
I'm just saying, but you said like we didn't hear about none of that shit. Like that shit was going on. We heard.
That's
about
because Urban tried to bury it all.
Credit card fraud. People getting shot in the face. This takes higher precedence. Give a fuck about Jamal Hornsby. Jamal Hornsby ass gonna sit his ass back in Jacksonville, go somewhere. Aaron Hernandez was All-American. Oh, we gotta hide this. Gotta be real about this, Jimbo.
What's his name? What's his name?
Credit card fraud.
Yeah.
Oh, this shit, motherfucker, right?
Yeah, I'm saying, but hold on. Check this out. So you're telling me that shit was going on in Gainesville, right? And it didn't come out to way after the fact. But he still gets drafted. But Aaron Hernandez still gets drafted. Still goes to a top
it didn't come out. It didn't come out. That shit didn't come out till he was in jail. What are you talking about? Jimbo, that shit did not come out.
Wherever Urban Meyer has been, he buries everything.
Yes, bro. And it's personality things. I've watched videos on YouTube as a guy who used to play for him.
Prick.
Bro,
Jimbo, did you know about Percy Harvin beating the strength and conditioning coach ass?
Nobody knew about that until after Percy was in the league.
After Percy was in the league, bro.
Percy started having problems in Minnesota, and it was like he was being like aggressive and trying to fight teammates. And they're like, "Yeah, we've heard about these things." I want to play this video, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And like I said, bro, I'm not, and I'm not anti.
There's no way that I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna believe that from the college level to the NFL level, that the people inside those organizations didn't know what the fuck was going on and still gave these dudes passes, bro. You can't just put that shit on Herbs. That's all I'm saying. You just can't put that shit on Herbs.
What we're saying is Urban knew about it.
He ran that shit. He ran it, was in charge of it. He helped conceal it. He hit it. What do you mean, so what?
What do you mean, so what?
Who cares?
Bro,
he was like the mafia boss that buried everything.
Bro. Anybody, that's like the president. If the president knows some fuck shit going on and we get called out for it.
So hold on.
If we won here, nobody would care.
That shit happened. So should the Gators give back their national championships because of this shit?
No, if he won here, nobody would care.
Yeah.
He didn't win.
Winning kills shit.
Y'all didn't even let me get on my point. Y'all went way left field about everywhere he goes. Listen,
we had no idea where you were going.
He came into this situation, everybody already hating on him.
Yeah, because everybody knew his past.
And listen,
it was 50-50. It wasn't everybody. It was 50-50.
Oh, no, I didn't want him.
You got to think, too, bro, because we did not get the Urban Meyer that has been advertised since people knew who Urban Meyer was, bro.
Well, whose fault is that?
It was a Ponzi scam, I tell ya.
It's Urban Meyer's fault.
Yes.
No, because he
came in.
I guarantee it.
Came in and gave you Diet Meyer, bro. Like,
Sean
Conn did not hire Urban Meyer and say, "Listen, son, I'm going to hire you. I don't want you to stay in the building full time. I don't want you to obsess over things. I want you to hire as many people as possible and delegate all responsibilities. Turn your phone off at 5 and leave. That's what I want you to do. Here goes whatever the fuck, however much money he gave him, $10 million a year, $15 million a year. Take that and let's call it a day." That's not what Shad did. Urban chose to do the job this way. He gave us Diet Urban.
I guarantee, like that first set of practices,
listen,
OTAs,
like
he tried to do what he does
and
realized he couldn't do that with grown men.
Space, bro.
Right.
Bro, you can't think. Okay, so Herb's coming into the situation. Okay, I ain't never been an NFL head coach, but they saying, oh, I need to surround myself. Listen, I bet you if Herb's got to do exactly what he wanted to do, I bet you it would have been a totally different team, bro. If he would have hired the guys that he wanted to hire, bro, he didn't want to fucking hire Bevel.
But he chose to.
You know what I'm saying?
Falky didn't make the decision. He made that decision. Ultimately, he chose to do the job that way. He let outside noise convince him to do the job that way.
We have an argument for one group of individuals, and then it doesn't apply to somebody else, bro.
No, he's in charge, bro. LaVisca Chenault did not get to pick his head coach. Urban Meyer picked his fucking staff, bro. He chose those guys.
All the head coaches choose their staff.
No, did not sit back and go, you know what, man, fuck Byron. Fuck Doug Peterson. I want Urban Meyer. Give me Urban Meyer, and I'm going to ball out with Urban Meyer. If he did, and then he didn't ball the fuck out, it's his fault. Urban let the outside noise convince him to operate in this manner. Now, you're just talking about the personnel decisions, the choices for the coaches he brought in. That's all you're talking about. You're not talking about the fact that he delegated all responsibility to everybody else, pointed the finger at everybody else when shit failed, like, you did wrong, you did wrong, you did wrong. Yet he didn't know his players' names. He was reported to leave the building at 5 o'clock every. You don't even get to leave your job at 5 o'clock every fucking day and turn your phone off. A head football coach doesn't get to do that. He chose to do those things. It doesn't matter about anything else. He put himself in position to lose. We've talked about the whole who he chose to hire. We've talked about that before. He allowed the outside noise to influence his hiring decisions. He 100% should have hired Dan Mullen and every other college guy he wanted to fucking hire and said, if I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down with the fucking ship with my guys on board. That's what he should have done because he went down anyway. He tried to do it this way and it didn't fucking work. But it didn't just work because of who he hired. It didn't work because he gave who he hired too much fucking responsibility and he took none. He put no responsibility on himself. It was the kicker's fault he wasn't making his fucking kicks. It's the receiver's fault they weren't running the right routes. It was Sanjay's fault the receivers weren't able to catch the ball, do this, do that in the third. It was Darrell Bevel and them Darrell Bevel and them fault that the offense wasn't operating properly. Then when the defense started to do good, it was because Urban Meyer stepped in and helped out with the defense. He took no responsibility, bro, for anything unless it was positive. That's all.
Listen, I don't
mic drop. It doesn't matter. It's the greatest thing, and he's going to let you appreciate it for what it is. We come in after a loss, and you can just look at him, and he's a different person. He's pale as a ghost. His mouth is dry. He's like pacing back and forth. He's rubbing his head. He's got his hands on his hips, like everything to let you know how exhausted and exasperated he is. And really, like, he doesn't know how to compute. And so he makes remarks to the team like he would do typically. And he's like, I guess we just lost that game. Like, I guess we just lost. He's like, were they the better team? I don't know. They played better, but we lost the game. And then he goes on, he's like, well, we were supposed to play in national championship. We won that, but I guess we'll just we'll play in the BCS, Orange Bowl probably. Orange Bowl is a good bowl. You go down to Miami. Miami's a nice city. Playing Orange Bowl. It's not a national title. Maybe we'll win one. Maybe we won't. One of these days. Not this year.
I like that guy.
What is that? What was that all about?
What's wrong with saying now? Let me for real. What's wrong with
Urban Meyer after a loss? That was just Urban Meyer. That was just one story.
Yeah, I'm saying, so what's wrong with that though? On that again, listen, bro. Listen, I'm not trying to defend Urban Meyer. I know it sounds like I'm trying to defend Urban Meyer. I was on the Urban Meyer bandwagon. I loved him at Florida. I hated what he did to us and just up and left us and then went to fuck ass Ohio State, bro. You feel me? I hate that part of it. But Urban Meyer as a coach, like, yes, I had high hopes for him because I know that he's a winning caliber coach. I know that, bro. But all I'm saying is that shit was stacked against him from the beginning, bro. And I think during the process, he was just like, you know what, bro? I'm just finna coast because they won't let me do how I really want to do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. They don't. So you know what? I'm gonna listen to these motherfuckers. Matter of fact, bro, you and me had this exact conversation. Like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna listen to these motherfuckers, and the season's probably gonna be shitty. We should win some games. That's probably what's in his mind. And then come next year, I'm gonna build up, and I'm gonna get my guys. I'm gonna get rid of these fuck boys, and I'm gonna get my guys. Like,
what does that have to speak to about his dishonesty between him and the owner?
Show this is why you should have let me get my guys.
But who stopped him from getting his guys?
Huh?
Nobody stopped him from getting his guys.
Not again. He was already being crucified before he made a single decision for the team. He was being crucified. As soon as the announcement was made, he was being crucified
Yeah, just because of his reputation for what has happened already.
Okay, so tell me this.
But nobody
If he would've
told
went to the
him he
Dallas
couldn't
Cowboys,
hire anybody.
If he would have went to the Dallas Cowboys, do you think the media would have still did that shit? Be honest.
I think Jerry would never hire Urban Meyer.
He was trying to hire him
in
before
his lifetime.
he got Mike McCarthy. What are you talking about? He'd been offering the job, and Herbs turned him down.
I see what you're saying when you say, like, as far as the media and shit, the media hype.
Him to hire college coaches.
But at the end of the day, bro, Urban Meyer was a bad pill for us, bro.
He wouldn't have allowed him. Jerry Jones, as an owner, would not have allowed Urban Meyer to hire those guys he wanted to hire.
I'm not saying
without the media.
Time out. I'm not saying that part. I'm saying I'm talking strictly media. Before he flew into Jacksonville, before he even stepped off a plane here.
But the outcome would have been the exact same.
Bro. I'm just saying. If he would have went
you
to
got to look at what you're comparing right now. You saying in Jacksonville the media started slandering him. You're saying the media started slandering him the moment he got the job, talking about who he was going to hire, talking trash about him, and all of that, and it swayed him to go in a different direction. And then you just asked about the Dallas job. If he got the Dallas job, he wouldn't have even been able to hire the guys he wanted to hire, though. There wouldn't have been a possibility. There would have been no reason to sway because Jerry Jones would have been like, you're not fucking doing that. You're hiring this guy, Super Bowl ring. He'd have wound up with the same fucking staff. He'd have wound up with the Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator. You got to remember how many rings were on that staff. Like, bro, there was people.
Trust me, the shit he got away with Shad Khan, he wouldn't have got away with that shit with Jerry Jones. Oh, hell no.
Listen, you guys are missing the if you're
Shad Khan kind of green to this shit. You feel me?
We don't
Jerry Jones doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
We don't see the same herbs.
Not anymore.
We don't see the same herbs at Dallas that we saw here in Jacksonville, bro. We don't see the same herbs, bro.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
I don't
believe that at all. I don't believe that at all because the media doesn't sway you to leave the fucking building early.
They talked about how much of a great hire that would have been for Jerry
No.
Jones.
No. Hold on.
No.
Are you really going to sit here and tell me that Urban Meyer is so mentally weak that because the media was saying mean things about him, that he chose to leave the fucking building early every day and turn his phone off because the media didn't believe in him, that he chose to give everybody else responsibility and take none? What the fuck are we talking about?
What I'm telling you is I believe.
Come on, Jay.
That he had a plan to show. I'm telling you, bro, because that's the
I'm laughing at the comment.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm listening to you. I was laughing because the comment you just put up. And he made a fucking
I'm just saying, I believe he had a plan, and the plan backfired big time in his face.
That's true.
We're not disagreeing with that.
You smart motherfuckers. This is what he's doing. I'm telling you, bro, this is some Urban Meyer shit. Okay.
Boy.
You smart motherfuckers.
What?
You think because I get this guy?
Hey, time out, Jimbo. Can you not use the ER, man? That really hurts when you say it like that.
Yeah, bro. Check your post, bro. Your face popping out your head, bro. Where you going in?
Put a hard R on the
hard R,
bro. Chill out. It's okay.
Two hard R's.
Not the hard R's, dog.
Super hard R, boy. You was looking like Macho Man Randy Savage over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pumped up, boy. Snap it to a Slim Jim.
You sounded like you may or may not be about to shoot up a school.
Yeah, boy. That boy, that was.
Not Uvalde Jimbo.
Damn, that's a piece for those people in Uvalde.
You might get canceled.
That was hard.
I'm just saying, bro. I think yes, I think he did allow the media to alter his way of thinking.
No fucking way.
And him still hold on. And him still thinking, but I am the smartest man in the room.
You can't have that many successful teams. You can't have that many wins. You can't be the winningest college football
Jimbo,
history.
On that
media, bro. That can't be a thing.
I'm about to say, Jimbo. Even all the kind of stuff you said today. That's like the wildest thing. That motherfucker don't give a fuck, bro. If he gave a fuck about what the outside world would think and see, he wouldn't have stayed up behind in Ohio and been fingering that girl, like just all up in her shit. Like He don't give a fuck about nobody
Urban
but
Meyer
Urban
took a fucking
Meyer.
vacation, bro. Jacksonville was a vacation. He said, "I got
Yes.
family out here. I love the state of Florida. I'm gonna
And I
come
got some
here,
and I got some pussy
kick
and I
my
got some
feet up.
and I got some pussy out here, man.
I'm gonna
It's
kick my
Urban-
feet up
bro,
and
it's Urban
chill."
Meyer, bro. Urban Meyer is that kind of person, bro. We talk
I'm
about
never not
people,
hard
people,
for this 5 o'clock shit, bro.
yeah,
This 5
people,
o'clock shit is mind blowing.
people overuse the word narcissist, but like he might be a sociopath, narcissist, like he might be all of those things, Jimbo. Like
I'm not. Again, that's why what I just said.
We've been talking about Urban Meyer for an hour.
What
I know
about 30, definitely about 30. I'm ready. I'm not even want to talk about. I really don't even want to say that name anymore. Not today.
God damn, Jimbo.
All right, Jimbo.
No, I don't think. But still, I do not think that he is the worst thing that happened to Jacksonville.
I do. I think he absolutely him and Hugh Douglas.
Hugh Douglas.
Hugh Douglas.
But that just cost up.
Hold on, give me the 5 worst free agency signings in Jaguar history off the top of your head. Go first, Big Mark.
Hugh Douglas, Jerry Porter,
Torrey Holt.
What's the dude that played for Laurent Robinson? Shit, who else? What's that tight end? That tight end that came from Denver?
Julius fucking
Thomas. That's 4. I got one more. Give me one more. Let me think about it.
Aaron Ross.
Huh?
Devon House, Aaron Ross.
Prince of Mukamara.
Yeah.
Aaron House. I would say Aaron House definitely.
Aaron Ross. Yeah.
Devon House. Or
I like his. I love his. I love his wife. His wife fine as hell, but
and not
Aaron.
No, Devon House definitely.
Oh, Devon House.
Yeah,
no, Devon House was after Aaron Ross. But
I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna say Hugh Douglas, Dante Bay Meadows, Julius Thomas, Jared Odrick. I fucking hated Jared Odrick.
Nah, Jared Odrick played okay.
I can agree with that one.
And Zane B. Jared Odrick didn't fucking play good. I dare you to pull up Jared Odrick's stack. Jared Odrick was a bitch.
He was okay.
I don't even think we gave him. And we also didn't give him no big money.
I don't care about the money. I'm talking about what he did here. We didn't give Dante Moncrief no money. We gave $10 million for a year. That wasn't no money for a wide receiver. Jared Odrick was a bitch. Jared Odrick got cut for the team on the beach and was smiling on the phone while somebody took a picture. I'm getting cut by the Jags. This is great. Fuck him. Fuck him, bro.
Got that bread. We ain't got that bread.
I don't know about that.
My number one, Nick Foles.
Oh yeah.
That was a terrible signing.
I mean, when it comes down to the money, you can't lie. See, all mine were personal. I wasn't even thinking financial. It was what they did to the Jags that bothered me. Nick Foles was such a good guy. We really fucked him. He just got money out of it.
Us signing Nick Foles, like, we couldn't get a quarterback that besides Gardner. Well, Gardner Minshew, so I'll take that back.
The worst signing, honestly, as much as we love him, was re-signing Blake Bortles, because that was the fall of everything. That was the fallout. That's where it started. I'm not talking about. I'm not. This is what I'm saying.
It's not saying that we.
I know what you mean.
We signing Blake Bortles. That fucked over the Ramsey. That we probably would have still had Ramsey right now. We probably would have, for real, bro. Like that money could have went. We could have drafted a quarterback. We could have thrown Ramsey the bag.
Even outside of the money, bro. The way that locker room was trending, bro. Blake Bortles was not the quarterback to try to lead that locker room, bro.
But
hold on, time out.
How can you logically explain not re-signing a kid to a super team friendly deal after he just took you to the AFC Championship game?
I get that part.
Hold on. And outplayed every other quarterback in the playoffs. Not the defense.
Here's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
It was a gamble. Ken, what I'm saying is it was a gamble.
But it wasn't a bag, though.
It was a gamble, and we lost that gamble, bro. And that shit fucked up. That shit ruined the household.
But like you said,
that shit tore out. That's just like a real person that got gambling addiction. They
My
go
thing
fucking
is-
gamble. They hit big, but when they lose, the wife be wanting to leave their ass. Churn don't want to talk to them. You done ruined the whole fucking household.
Yeah, but and my biggest thing, it wasn't even the money. I don't give a fuck about the money. Like you talking about the money, I don't care about the money. I care about the money. But what I'm saying is, this is like I said, all those things are true about how he played in the playoffs. But this is also the same quarterback that, guess what? They took the hand out of the goddamn. They took the team
Ball
and
out
the
of his
coaches. They took the ball out of his hands in that playoff game. So so the thoughts and beliefs, when the actions that they took towards the end of that playoff run, to me didn't match what the fuck signing an extension or bringing him back here, because that's because
according to Jalen, they made him throw the game. According to Jalen, he told them at halftime that we go lose, we losing the game. Like I'm just saying, like.
But regardless of that,
what happened? Say that again, Jimbo.
Say what?
I said according to Jalen, they told them boys at halftime that they were going to lose the game.
Who did?
The coaches. So told them boys. I'm pretty sure it was Jalen.
I wouldn't put
On
that
what?
on Jalen. I won't put that on Jalen Ramsey because he didn't say that on that. What's the call interview?
On what? Where did that come from?
I don't know. I had to look it up.
All right, we'll come back to that because that's very interesting. Yeah,
because if that's true, then
my point with the Blake Bortles thing is you can't make it make sense to have a team set up contractually the way you had them, and then say, I'm gonna just go grab another rookie quarterback, bring him in after having to teach this guy the system and change systems repeatedly, and we finally got something that's working. Let's go ahead and change that, the most important position on the field. Let's change that and put a rookie mark in, which is an even bigger gamble than re-signing Blake to a team-friendly deal, and try to run with that when you were in prime position. So, bro, we got to remember.
The biggest thing also is they couldn't
because of injury, not because of Blake.
I was about to say, but also the thing is, what they could have done is, the problem is they could have re-signed Blake and they still could have drafted Lamar Jackson. I think that was the biggest thing, regardless of
Nobody wanted to draft Lamar Jackson. No, they all passed on
or
him.
they could have got what quarterback was in free agency that year?
Picked in the first round if Baltimore didn't trade him, bro.
So I think Kirk Cousins was a free agent that year, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, so we're not gonna. I guess we could just fucking open up Pandora's box and we're gonna talk about that. Motherfucker, Lamar Jackson is a way better quarterback than Baker Mayfield. So it has always been a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield.
Coming out.
But yeah, because he's a black quarterback who can fucking run, and they're not going to draft you in the fucking first round like that, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit. That Lamar Jackson being Lamar Jackson and not being hunky doing all that whitewash shit. That's why he wasn't going to get drafted in the first round. That is purely it. It wasn't talent. It wasn't skill, because he was better. He didn't win the Heisman that next year. He had better numbers in every statistical category than his Heisman year. Like, bro, they was not trying to play fair with that boy, and he wasn't going to get drafted because of that. That was, to me, that's purely what happened. We drafted
his arm and his ability to play pro style offense, which he still can't do.
Shit.
He still can't. He went to a perfect team because they built an offense around him. We would have never done that. And I keep telling people that
we had the running back. We had the running back. We had the running back.
Lamar Jackson, he would be terrible. Lamar Jackson wouldn't have made
Lamar Jackson would never be terrible.
He wouldn't have won an MVP.
Lamar Jackson don't have no good wide receivers, bro.
Lamar Jackson would never be terrible.
You saying that, but that's a run-centric team. They run that whole offense.
Yeah,
they got 4-5 good running backs.
We had Lamar Jackson.
They use the tight ends more than they use the wide receivers. The wide receivers don't get no touch.
We had a fullback at the time. We run the ball. We had Leonard Fournette.
So imagine if Lamar Jackson evolved to have actually some outside weapons for real.
A backfield with Lamar Jackson and Leonard Fournette.
Bruh.
Is insane.
You can't sit here and tell me in one breath that this is the same coaching staff who took the ball out of the best quarterback's hands in the playoffs and tell me that they was going to adjust their entire scheme to fit little Lamar.
He might not have started right away because you still can have Blake in this scenario because Buddy's a rookie. But
right?
even though it's a highly paid rookie, but it's a first
and if we would have dropped him 28, we wouldn't have had to have the pressure to start him right away.
So now what you're saying,
you could just let him sit and learn.
So then you're hoping that they hire the right offensive coaches then to build a system around him.
You just hope the culture. You just hope that culture. You hope that defense. You hope everybody buys into that. That's a whole bunch of things, bro. There's a reason why Lamar. There's a reason why that team.
This ain't mad. Blow up.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why the Ravens. There's a reason why the Ravens play how they play.
It's so easy to talk in hindsight at this point. That's what we're doing because now we can say the team blew up. But at that time, it does not make sense to put a new signal caller in or to go at signal caller when you know Calais Campbell's going next year.
So it's never a good thing to draft a Heisman, like a Heisman caliber player who's actually won a Heisman.
Heisman players there are that didn't do shit in the NFL. That doesn't matter.
Okay.
That doesn't matter. So what are you talking about? A Heisman?
I'm talking about Lamar Jackson.
Heisman caliber player who let guys like Baker Mayfield go before him. The same Heisman caliber player. Bro, these quarterbacks was going before Lamar. Lamar fell all the way to the end.
They're white. The fuck are you talking about?
That's ridiculous.
Baker Mayfield don't even know what the fuck he's doing this year. They pulled that man. Baker Mayfield don't even have progressive commercials no more because progressive is a Cleveland business.
What color Deshaun Watson, Jimbo?
He's black.
He's black.
And he's not no Lamar Jackson. He's not no Lamar Jackson. We're not gonna talk.
Jackson. What are you talking about?
We're not gonna
They're
say
not
that.
the same, bro. Deshaun Watson and Lamar are the same. They're not the same.
Right, because Deshaun Watson throws the football better. You're right.
Because he can throw the ball a lot better.
You knew
because Deshaun Watson, because where Deshaun Watson grew up.
No, not it.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
It's not it at all.
Because
it's hilarious, bro.
Because where Deshaun Watson grew up, what I'm saying is, bro, that situation is completely different, bro.
That shit means nothing.
Bro, Lamar Jackson is from Pompano.
Deshaun Watson had 0 question marks on his ability.
To Kodak.
Lamar Jackson is like this. Bro, Lamar Jackson is from Pompano, man.
He had 0 questions.
Yes, bro. Deshaun Watson is from Deshaun Watson is from Gainesville, Georgia.
Talk, bro, you just talking.
He's from Gainesville,
My
Georgia.
boy from the ugly. Hey, can you imagine that though?
Absolutely not.
Dog, we had the most gangsters team in 2017. You would have dropped in Lamar Jackson and had him in the locker room with them boys. It probably wouldn't have worked. It would have been too thrown out. Would have been too thrown out, bro.
He's too
and that's what we needed, and that's what they didn't want.
That's what we needed, but they wasn't going to go for that shit.
He
wasn't going for that shit.
Guys, did you not watch the first 2 games of the 2018 season?
Clearly not.
Did you not watch those games? And
this shit don't make any sense, bro.
Our offensive line got decimated. And where was that defense?
The entire team got decimated.
Where was the defense that you're talking about that had all this?
Hey, bro. Karma, bro. Hey, sometimes you got to pay. Hey, just karma. Sometimes just karmic reasons why you got to pay for certain things, bro.
Yeah.
When you upset the ancestors, bro.
200 plus yards. 200 plus yards.
I don't even remember, bro. This is
Hey, we was on fire for the first 3 games. We was on fire that 2018 season 1.
We were healthy.
Yes.
You forget how many injuries we had in 2018. That's why everything.
I know Cam Robinson got hurt. That shit went downhill.
That's why line got hurt.
Man, they would have been a lot. Like I said, they would have been a lot looser. They would have been a lot fluid. That boy Lamar would have been in that locker room. They would have been big markers. They would have been Kodak bopping in the locker room.
They would have been Kodak bopping now.
People wouldn't have been getting hurt, bro. They'd have been chill, bro. They wouldn't have been all.
I mean, Jimbo, it's hard to make an argument when half of your starters are injured.
Yeah,
you're right. I forgot. I did. Now I'll admit when I'm wrong. I forgot about that. The injury.
And guess what? And I'm not blaming Blake for none of the shit that happened. I'm just talking about culture. I'm talking about culture in a
What
fit.
you're saying doesn't make sense.
That's why they're trying to rebuild the culture. They're still trying to rebuild the culture.
All right, no, hold on.
They're still trying to rebuild the culture. It's 4 or 5 years later.
They said we was too thugged out. They really was like they was too thugged out in the locker room.
This culture. Talk to me about this culture, right? Because it's cool to be thugged out. So let's have a real conversation.
No, not cool to be thugged out. After half your team almost gets arrested overseas because they ran out. No,
you just sat here.
I'm not saying
they be Kodak boxing in the locker room. They be doing that shit. They didn't want nobody to be thugged out. They didn't like how So tell me this. Name one team. Name one team.
No, that's Jimbo. You're not going to put words in my mouth.
Your words are in your mouth.
They didn't want him to be thugged out.
Big Marcus said that they were going to be.
You go ahead and tell me.
They were going to be too thugged out.
In NFL history, ever had that energy and won a championship? Don't worry, I'll wait. Go
Agent
ahead.
J
What team?
say that.
Yeah, you did.
All I said was they would have been too thugged out with Lamar Jackson.
Exactly. So that's Big Marcus. I said they would have been
one team.
I said they would have been Kodak.
Name one team.
I'm talking about keeping shit loose.
Name one team.
Teams that keep shit loose.
None.
Teams that keep shit loose. The Chiefs won the championship. They keep it loose.
Team that has that type of energy. That's
what
one
energy.
I'm
telling you. What I'm telling you is
no. But you're telling me it's wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You said it.
What I'm trying to say is, you're not about to fucking, bro. I didn't use that fucking word, bro. I'm very choice about the.
I don't know what he think he said, but he said it. It's cool that you can think you said some other shit, but you said it.
Hey, this is a recorded line. This is a recorded line.
I said they would have been thugged out if they got Lamar Jackson on the team. That's all I said.
It's real simple. It's real simple.
Like, I don't blame Blake Bortles for getting the contract. Shit, he got his bag. But all I'm saying is, it seemed like that moment in time is when everything kind of went downhill.
$3 million extra dollars, like that's pennies.
But it spiraled because it didn't work with him. What I'm saying is spiraled because it didn't work with him.
Ago?
We had to go sign Nick Foles. That didn't work because when we signed Nick Foles, that giving Jalen the bag, that wasn't finna come right away.
Right.
That's where it started. So it started. That's what I'm just telling you. It just started with the poor decisions. It's not nobody's fault.
But that's the thing.
Blake Bortles was a poor decision, and it wasn't.
It is in hindsight, and that's why I said in hindsight it's always easy to say this because in hindsight we can say, well, that was a bad decision. Of course, if Jalen Ramsey didn't turn out to be Jalen Ramsey, we'd be saying, well, that was a bad pick because it didn't work. If it doesn't work, it winds up being a bad decision. So re-signing Blake Bortles, now we can say that's a bad decision. But go back to the end of 2017. Go back to that offseason and look at the team. Look at the way it was structured. Look at whose contracts were coming up. Look at all of those things. Then you sit down and go, okay, maybe that wasn't a bad decision. This wouldn't be a bad decision. That's all. When you look at it and go, okay, at that time, it wasn't a bad decision. Now it's a bad decision. Well, yeah, it's a bad decision now because it didn't work. It didn't work. Taven Bryan, you picked him late in the rounds, yeah?
Oh, God,
Taven Bryan's pick. But what was it? What was his number? 26. So you picked him at 28. You pick him at 28. But what was his athletic comparison? JJ Watt type potential. JJ Watt.
Yeah, but if anybody ever would have watched any tape of that, you wouldn't have drafted him at all because he doesn't possess any of those qualities.
I'm just saying what his comp was. That's what they said. That's what the draft experts said.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you. That's what, yeah, and so. Dollar store. I'm just saying. So dollar store JJ Watt can get drafted, but a motherfucker who won the Heisman, like it's just. I'm saying it's just crazy. Like that was just dumb. I mean, it was just the whole situation.
But it's a potential thing. There was so many other better players we could have got too, bro.
100 better.
Bro, it's just not Lamar Jackson.
Who's the best player in that draft?
We saying that because he didn't.
I'm just saying who's the best player in that draft.
You'd have to go back and look at the draft.
It's Lamar Jackson.
We'd have to go back and look at that round.
He's the only one that got a league MVP.
I mean, he plays quarterback.
He's the best.
No
player.
other position wins MVP.
Tom Brady's the best football player of all time. He has MVPs, championships. He's a quarterback
of all time. He's not the best football player of all time.
He is the best football player of all time.
Not at all.
Who's more accomplished?
It doesn't matter. Accomplished isn't the thing.
You're changing the words around him.
Yeah, you didn't say.
Does Tom Brady play football?
It doesn't matter. He's the best quarterback of all time. That doesn't make him the best football player of all time.
He's the best football player of all time.
I'm sorry. How many rings does Adam Vinatieri have? I'm gonna guess he's the best football player of all time. He's damn close to having the same. How many rings? How many rings does Joe Montana have? Well, he must be the damn near best football player of all time. No, he's not.
None of them got more than Tom Brady.
I mean, up until this last one, Joe Montana got 6.
And none of them got more than Tom Brady.
Joe Montana got 6, yeah?
None of them have more than Tom Brady.
Joe Montana got 6, yeah? That's what they always said. They got the same amount of rings, right? And it's right there until last year, until Sean won the last one. Don't they got the same amount of rings until the last one Tom won? One more ring now, right?
No, Tom Brady has 7.
How many rings does Tom Brady have? Yes.
Fuck, I just said he has one more ring now, right?
Nobody has more rings than Tom Brady. So yes.
No, but it doesn't fucking matter.
That doesn't make him the best football player.
Yeah,
he is the best football player.
Insane. That doesn't even make sense.
What's the most important position in football? What's the most important position in football?
Left tackle. Left tackle. Left tackle.
How?
Left tackle.
How?
Because he got a block.
How?
Because of the left tackle. Because if the left tackle don't ball, the quarterback won't throw. If the left tackle don't ball, the running back can't run.
What the quarterback?
I just told you.
The quarterback can be left-handed, so that's out of the question.
Nope.
Still don't matter. It's out of the question.
There's only been like literally a handful of left.
Mark Brunell was left-handed.
Yep.
Left tackle still in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, because
left tackle still paved the way for a running back going to the Hall of Fame.
This is like a big soap opera.
I mean, we ran the ball off. We ran the ball off both sides, but we'll see. At the end of the day, hey, bro,
the most dominant. Can't do it without them. Don't matter.
Tony Besides. That means Tony Besides is the best tackle of all time.
One of
he's the best tackle of all time because he was on the left. He was on the seeing side, not the blind side of a left-handed quarterback, and he got to the Hall of Fame. That means he's the best. He's the best. No, he's the best.
Well, there's another guy called Orlando Brown, and there's Orlando Pace, and
he was actually guarding the blind side. He was actually guarding the blind side.
Williams, Steve Munoz.
They actually guarded the blind side.
Yeah. So again, that's the most important position.
This is not the most important position.
Jake Del Home can go to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, so can Trent Dilfer.
Quarterback don't matter. Yeah, Trent Dilfer. Quarterback doesn't necessarily matter. Blake Bortles could have won to a Super Bowl. He's never going to be listed as one of the best.
Yeah, but see, that's
Brad Johnson.
Hey, but guess what? You
can take the ball out of
you know what the common thing and what you said in all those players?
What's that?
Once.
Okay.
Once.
There you go.
And that's getting there once. Not getting there 10, 11 times.
What about the Raiders? What about the Raiders quarterback? Rich Gannon?
One.
Saying these guys, these are average quarterbacks who've been in Super Bowls because you could take the ball out of the quarterback's hands.
They've been in 1. We're not talking about a guy. We're talking about a guy who's been in 10.
Look at guy because that's it. That whole team, that's them.
No, that's Tom Brady.
And him have been in. No, it's not. He just went to the Bucs, which was the best roster in football. All they needed was a quarterback. What are you talking about?
They weren't the best roster in football.
What are you?
They had a top 5. About? They had a top 5 defense, and their quarterback the year before had 30-something giveaways.
They had 2 top 32 receivers. They had a top 10 running back.
Well, each team should at least have one of the 32 best.
But they don't. They just dropped a list with the top 32 wide receivers. There's 3 or 4 teams that have 2 or more wide receivers in the top 32. We one of the teams that don't got one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
honestly, I'm already looking for our first round receiver next year.
Y'all, hold on. Side note: Deshaun Watson offered over $100,000 to settle each fucking.
He what?
Case. I'm reading. Deshaun Watson offered to settle $100,000 to settle each. Got
23,
one of these.
Well, that's 20 million. No,
24.
That's
24 women.
2.3.
So 2.4 million.
2.4 now, right?
That's cool.
Hey, he got Baker in the wig.
He gonna claim that's the only way he gonna get paid this
They
year.
said they put the picture because you know that new one came out. The 24th report just came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, they said it was
They got Baker with a wig and said the 24th claimant coming out.
Look, Baker can't make a claim with Progressive.
The fall of Baker Mayfield is gonna be something to talk about.
Yeah, because
they're gonna need to have. Cleveland gonna hold on to him for at least up until trade deadline. They're gonna need to. But they got.
Killing me with this.
Ain't nobody gonna trade. Ain't nobody gonna trade.
Baker better not play.
Yeah, ain't nobody
If I
gonna
was
trade.
Baker,
I
I
don't think
wouldn't
anybody
play.
gonna trade for him. I honestly don't think anybody gonna trade. They're gonna wait till they cut him. Like
Yeah,
they're gonna wait. Yeah,
they know you have to.
Yeah, you have to cut him.
You don't have to.
Yeah, you do. That's a lot of fuck. I mean, I guess the salary cap don't mean nothing, but that's a lot of money.
I think up until damn trading deadline because they want to just wait to this because they're gonna give Deshaun Watson.
Man, Seattle
they
gonna
have
be
to
patient.
pay Baker regardless.
Yeah.
If they cut him or not.
But y'all gotta think about it too.
But that's what I'm saying. The other teams aren't going to want to. The other teams are not going to want to trade and want to pay that. They're going to wait for you to cut them. Seattle, they're going to either rock out with Drew Lock or they're going to goddamn. Hey, Stone Cold, when you send those chats, they pop up and I have to put it down every single time.
I was just gonna say that.
I know because I can see the irritation on your face.
Well, you know how there's a real easy way for me not to ever see messages from you again.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, man.
I know. I'm well aware. I'm well aware.
No, I'm fucking with you, but no, that shit. But I'll be talking that shit distracting the fuck out of my ass. Gotta click that bitch 3 times.
Now I can't see a motherfucker. Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
But no, when you started talking about receivers, and you always use my opinion on college, those are the guys I'm already looking at for next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think you're gonna like Kayshawn because guess how that last name is pronounced?
Booty.
Yeah.
From LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Agent K that night. I want booty.
Mm-hmm. So that's what Stone Cold's wife's gonna say on draft night.
I'm about to say you ain't about to say nothing about booty, Stone Cold. Don't you start this. Oh man, you gonna get us going. What Jaguar receiver is gonna lead the team in yards?
It's either Kirk or ETN.
I would say Christian Kirk, but like I said, I think we talked about it before. I think Christian Kirk is going to lead this team with probably only 700. I don't need him to get 1,000 yards. I would like all of my receivers to be in that 500 to 800 yard mark range.
Well, given Doug
least 4 of
Peterson's
them.
history, that's what happens. He never had a 1,000-yard receiver. He spreads the ball around too much.
Yeah.
Who's gonna have the most touchdowns out of the receivers and tight ends?
Travis Etienne.
Hopefully
Receiving touchdowns.
Who's gonna have the most receiving touchdowns this year? Y'all think?
Kirk or Ingram?
Ingram for me.
I was gonna say.
He's a beast, especially if we're on the goal line, bro. Like he's
Marvin Jones.
If you're on the goal line, Travis Etienne better not be in the goddamn game.
I got a sleeper.
College tape, bro. Go back to his college tape. The man, bro. They get down to whatever in goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bro, Travis Etienne getting that ball, he getting in the end zone, bro. Passing it to him.
And that's cool. That's playing
You gotta
against
get that
teenagers.
ball
That's
to
playing against.
goddamn-
Yeah, I'm about to say that's playing against teenagers.
They ran read option.
You just
They
gave me
ran
the
read
whole
option like
spiel
crazy.
about how great Lamar Jackson was in college, and he was a Heisman Trophy, and that's why we need. And so when I bring it up about Travis Etienne and his accolades in college, what the hell, bro? What the fucking hell?
because I can say that one because I've seen him go crazy. We're not Travis Etienne is the all-time leading rusher in ACC history, man. It's cool, man. But like I said, we're talking.
But I think honestly, Jim, they're gonna be using Snoop a lot in goal line if they run the ball.
What are you talking about? Why are you acting like that?
Because the reason why I'm saying that is because I want James to fucking heal 100%. I don't want it to be no questions. I want bro to take his time with this because the Achilles heel, that shit is serious.
Yeah,
so I want him to be 100%.
If I said
I don't think training camp he'll be at 100%. I just don't believe it.
I'm gonna set the line at 3.5 for which week James Robinson returns, over or under.
Hopefully it's over. Hopefully I don't want to see James Robinson before week 5 or 6. Honestly,
I want to see James Robinson around Halloween time. That's what I'll say. I don't know when
because honestly, I can't trust James Robinson's judgment on his own injuries and on his body because
for the team to clear him. They got to clear him.
Yeah, but the thing is, you gotta, bro. You knew something was wrong with your ankle. You knew something was wrong with your ankle and or kid. Like you knew something was wrong with your shit.
But something wasn't wrong with his Achilles. His overcompensation on that foot is what caused the Achilles injury. But it's not like he went out there with like a bad knee and then tore his ACL. It's like, oh, it's the same spot. No, it's the foot. But he overcompensated the way he ran on that foot.
Yeah, but it doesn't. But they just don't go from perfect standing condition to tear. That doesn't happen.
Nah, you gotta look at Dan Marino. He took one step back and the Achilles
explosion.
Yeah, but that's
Dante Fowler. What about Dante Fowler?
Yeah.
You're talking about a guy who played. That doesn't have to be contact. You're talking about a guy who played 4 years in the SEC. There's some wear and tear on that goddamn Achilles. The shit happened. Kevin Durant. We watched
running back for 8 years.
We watched. I watch basketball. I watch basketball. I watched Kevin Durant's Achilles, and he had been dealing with a right ankle and right ankle soreness, high ankle sprain. He was in and out of the playoffs that year because of the right ankle, and then in the finals he's cleared to play. He goes and plants and you can watch the Achilles pop, and you can see the whole shit come up his leg.
But
The
bro,
shit
doesn't have any wear and tear on their bodies that play football, bro. Like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So y'all, he had to wear and tear.
8 years.
That's a bad point,
9 years.
He had 9. He had how many rushing yards did he have in high school? We know how many. It was over 10,000.
9,000 and change.
How many rushing yards did he have in college?
4,445.
He has a whole bunch of motherfucking wear and tear. You got to the league and had 1,000 yards and had an injury at the end of the fucking year on that same ankle.
It was like the only offensive piece.
Yes, he put the whole load on his back. So what I'm saying is that injury was damn near bound to happen. To me, that wasn't a freak injury. That was a load management thing. They tried to manage the loads throughout the season.
It was a freak injury. Who said it was a freak injury?
Nobody said they did. Can I speak in my speak? God damn, bro! I didn't say. I didn't say y'all said it was a freak injury. I'm just telling you it was. I'm just saying it wasn't a freak injury. I think it was wear and tear. He was hurt last year. I've visibly seen him that boy was hurt all season.
He definitely was. Jay.
Before
we used to call that shit out. We used to say that shit like
you limping
a lot last year. Like that James Robinson hurt.
Yeah,
James Robinson limping on the sideline.
He had a heel bruise. That's what they called it. His left heel was bruised and everything, and they still ran him out.
Yep, and your Achilles is where.
Right, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Hold on. But you can't stop somebody who has a heel.
No. You can't.
Right?
No, you're not.
You can't. I'm just saying. I would. Like I said. I would wait because him running right now is cool. I would wait about 5-6 weeks. I was say I'll take the over because I don't really. Because I don't really trust. Because to make sure the pain is completely. He's fine because off of based on his judgment, off of his ankle injury from 2020 going into 2021. He thought he was fine and good enough to play, and he probably shouldn't.
That don't matter no more.
He probably shouldn't have played the first 3 or 4 games of last season.
But he has to get cleared now.
He really did.
He really
did play the first 3
well, kind of
3 or 4 games. What are you talking about?
You gotta get cleared at this point, though. That's the thing. So you're safe from the James Robinson decision making theory because he has to be cleared.
Yeah,
clear him unless he's ready. The problem is when you get hurt like that and you're suffering from, and this is what I was going to say, at some point, that's a topic for another show because it's going to be a deep one, but we got to talk about when do you sit down? Like, when do you sit down? Because you over here, we was just having a conversation a few minutes ago, and you saying nobody finna go after Baker, right? He can't get his commercials no more. Baker Mayfield's still Baker Mayfield.
He's going to get a job, but right now,
the decision to go out and play hurt, and not just regular hurt, fucking hurt. And he went out there and played that whole season hurt with a fucking brace on, couldn't even really move like that, and did it for his team because he felt I'm still the better option than this backup. And he probably
and trust me, and I don't fault James Robinson for any of his mindset. He's undrafted. If I'm on, bitch, I'm playing until that motherfucker pop too, bitch. Like, you got me fucked up, bro. Y'all gonna see that if I got hurt, y'all gonna see that I was trying to do everything I could.
Hey, same with Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
They were mad at Gardner because he didn't tell them about the hand.
You didn't say nothing about your hand. Yeah, I understand. But like I said,
6th-round pick, and who's my backup?
Yeah.
Mike Glennon? Like, bro, I'm the best player at this position on this team.
My concern is James is going to look and say, this is my contract year. I have to play.
Yeah. But he has to play the whole season. Not the whole season, but he has to play a majority of the season.
Yes.
In order to do that, I think we don't see James Robinson until week 4. I take the over.
I'm going to call 3.
I say 4.
It'll be interesting.
But
because the thing is we're still going off of timelines from the past. Like, as we said, in Achilles, we said this when the Achilles happened. People like, no, he's not going to be back till like December. Nah, bro. Like, that's just not the same. Like,
it's not like it was back in the day.
Now.
Yeah.
Remember Achilles? Not Achilles, but remember back in the day, if you got an ACL, bro, that was it. Like,
bro, I was about to say, think about Boobie Miles sitting in that doctor's office.
Yeah.
Oh, they gonna do it. They gonna play football. You trying to take my football for real way? You trying to take? You
I only know football. I don't know nothing else.
What we supposed to do? We supposed to go down football. What we supposed to? That wouldn't even be a thing.
Nope. I was like, hey, you'll be back. Yeah, you'll be back. You still want to look. Your college team would have been like, yeah, come on, yeah, you go. Shit, we'll bring another 5-star in too. But yeah, come on, man. We'll rehab you.
Red Churcher.
Hey, look, we gonna get you. We gonna get the surgery done and rehab you. We'll pay for it all. Come on.
Exactly. It's not like it used to be. Same thing with the Liz Frank. They keep going back to Mojo. It's different now.
Right.
Well, the thing is, Mojo played on it hurt. And he never got the surgery right away.
Am I right in remembering this Travis Etienne situation? It was on his very first touch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right when he caught the ball, he made that cut, and he said he felt it just give.
Swing pass, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was a swing pass.
Shout out to Jeremy Kahn in the building.
In the New Orleans game, he said once he caught the ball and made that cut to turn it up, he felt it blow.
Jesus.
And you got to figure that's the bone in the middle of your foot holding your foot together.
Yeah.
And that thing just exploded.
Bruh, Achilles, bro. Y'all ever watch that movie? Y'all watched the movie Hostel, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. When they get him out the chair,
remember? It's like, oh no, you're free to go. Motherfucker done sliced him Achilles. The motherfucker stood up, and the soles of his feet didn't leave the ground, but everything else did. Oh, boy! Anytime I heard that word, I said, oh.
It was a horror movie. It was a horror movie when I was a kid, and I shit you not. You know, there's some people that'll be like, when they got to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom or something when you're watching a movie, and you be scared to put your feet on the floor by the bed or whatever. You run real fast to get past the bed area because you're scared something under there.
Mm-hmm.
Mine came because I was watching this horror movie where the dude was hiding under the bed, and then their feet went down on the floor and they sliced their Achilles from the back. And I'll never forget that scene, bro. That shit just fucked with me for the rest of my life. And even now as an adult sometimes, bro, there'll be times when I want to get up and I'll be like, let me get past the bed real fast, bro. And you run and dive into the bed. Shoom, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I got a 5 and a 3-year-old. I'm just worried about stepping on shit at night.
Legos.
I'm about to say Legos, boy.
Yeah,
like I don't mind the mega blocks because you can see them motherfuckers. You step over there.
Oh man, my parents got remember the old ball and Jags?
Yeah.
They got that for my 5-year-old, and I stepped
they got
on
the metal ones
Jags at night.
They got the metal ones, or is it plastic?
It's plastic.
Okay, because
how about they even make metal ones no more?
They stopped making them. I think when I remember I had some old school one with some metal ones back when I was a kid, but they stopped making them after a while. But like, the plastic ones hurt too. But
why your parents do that? Why your parents buy them some Jacks? Don't nobody want no fucking Jacks. That's a terrible present.
No idea. Come on, kids, you want to play pickup sticks?
Go out there and play some stickball.
They could have bought some Lincoln Logs.
Hey, Lincoln Logs is the shit, boy. Lincoln Logs over Legos.
I got them basketball, so I'm trying to teach them basketball right now.
You could have bought some Pogs for them.
Yeah.
Fat ass white girls?
No.
Oh, Pogs. Yeah, man. Pogs. I used to have a whole tube, man.
Slammers. Hey, I can tell you to this day, I have no idea how to play that game. How to play
Bro,
Pogs.
I had the Mighty Morphin Power had a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger set, bro. That motherfucking the Slammer. That bitch was the fucking
morph coin.
Yeah, it was like a morph coin, and it had the Red Ranger on one side, and then the his Zord on the other side. Boy, that was. I don't even know how I should just send them bitches with that shit, boy. Hey, that was for the 90s.
Hey,
boy.
remember?
I wish I didn't wear mine down so badly because I would probably have a lot of
they're
money
paper.
in the attic.
I had the buzzsaw one. Remember that one? I had the buzzsaw with the skull on it.
Yeah.
Bro.
Because I had the Green Ranger Dragon Zord, and they didn't make a lot of those.
Bring back Pogs, man.
They need to put Power Rangers in Fortnite, by the way, Jay.
I think they did already.
I need to be able to download a Power Ranger.
I think they've already had them in there.
That needs to be a thing.
Man, these games of the shit's gotten out of hand with these games, bro. And the different mods you can put in it. Like I saw somebody drop Godzilla in GTA, and it was just fucking.
Would those be GTA on the computer? That's a whole different world.
Is that what the police version of GTA where they be stopping people committing crimes?
Yep.
Because I seen one of them YouTubers I played Madden against. He has that, and he was he was like, "Oh, I'm going to play GTA. Make sure y'all come over there." And he's like a police officer. He's stopping people for speeding.
Yeah, they got like like the not the walkie-talkie, what it is, the radio.
Yeah,
they got like CB radio. And they can like call in like, "Hey, can I permission for pursuit and shit?"
Yeah,
and it gives it. That shit crazy, bro.
I'm like, bro, did you just you woke up this morning and was like, I'm finna go be a fucking whole ass snitch. I'm about to go out here and be 12. Nah, not fuck 12. I'm gonna go be 12 in a video game. What just happened? You want to play as the police? I've never seen that before. That's amazing.
Man, bro, you'd be surprised how many people want to play as police, bro. It's not an uncommon thing. A lot of police ass dudes out there.
Well, look at Rainbow Six. You're a SWAT team.
Yeah, but that's dope.
I was actually referring to like real ass police ass motherfuckers on the street. It's like
that was real though. Like that's SWAT team though. Like that's different, bro. Like everybody loved the movie SWAT.
Which one? There's a couple.
With Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, that one was the original one.
Yeah,
that's the original.
Yeah, no, that shit was crazy.
Bro, that bitch was fire.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Fire.
That was one of the best. We are over.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had so much to argue about and debate and have fun with because there was nothing to fucking talk about today.
Man,
we didn't even get to the real shit,
you and
though,
Jay could like start your own little soap opera, just argue.
That's how we got here.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Literally, how we got
do
here.
you not
been watching the show?
Do you not tune into the Minute Till podcast?
Bruh,
But
I shit
not.
you not, motherfuckers would get on the phone with us, Stone Cold, and the motherfucker would be like, man, Jordan's better than LeBron, and they would just shut up. And then me and Jay would
shout out to Brendan McCaffrey. He just LeBron light the guy, and we just go, bro. He was just standing.
But no, I saw me and Marcus, like all three of you were going at it, and we're just sitting there like, God damn, man, this is the best television.
I don't think I laughed. I think this is the most I've laughed on this damn show for real, though.
And that's the first time I saw Kay cry, laughing so hard.
That killed me, bro. The shirt shit, you don't understand because when Jimbo leaned back, I went, that's tight as fuck. In my head, I was like, I ain't gonna say it. That's a tight ass shirt. And then all of a sudden, Jay's like, hey, Jimbo. And I was like, in my head, I was, no. I wanted to save him.
Oh, God,
and all of a sudden,
and then
Jay said what he said. Say it with your chest.
Stone Cold came with the shooting shots from the side, bro. It was,
bro, greatness.
I thought you fell out of your chair at one point.
Almost.
Definitely went off the frame. Definitely went out of frame, boy. That shit was funny.
That shit was too funny, dog. I'm sorry.
Everybody off but Jimbo, so his tight shirt was huge on the screen for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the new co-star of the Minute Till podcast.
It was beautiful, bro.
But no, check out the spit.
You go put the shirt on. I flex. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Feel me? Hey. Well, this Jimbo with the men tip. Oh, there's Stone Cold. There's Jay. There's Big Marcus.
Jimbo said he Big Papa Pug.
Man, look like you got that thing at a kid's store.
That boy said he Black Scott Steiner, boy.
Jimbo, don't let him do you like that, bro. Go. Hey, y'all be quiet.
Marcus Bagwell. Remember Marcus Bagwell back in the day in wrestling? They had he was in that band. But he was with American Males first, and that little stupid ass song, American Male to American Male. Hey, when I seen Jimbo flex, that's the first thing that popped up in my fucking brain.
Jimbo, you gotta get the little band, bro. You gotta get the bicep bands.
Y'all want to know who Jimbo looked like for real without the motherfucking beard?
D'Lo Brown.
D'Lo Brown.
We are the nation.
I ain't never seen Jimbo without a beard, so that probably would be weird.
Hey, D'Lo Brown, boy. I swear to God.
We are the nation. A domination.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Bret Hart gonna be here tomorrow while y'all bullshitting.
Real?
Yeah.
Yep, Bret Hart. They saw a whole bunch of legends of wrestling at the fairground. I think it's tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, some kind of wrestler convention.
Hey, AEW, MJF, best promo ever.
Oh, that was incredible. I don't watch AEW like that, and I should watch more. And that I watched that, and I was like, bro, that's fucking great.
I know Tony Khan on cocaine.
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'll chill on Jimbo, bro.
I saw the when I watch.
Jimbo, that ain't you. You tell me that ain't you. Why? Why you looking?
You're looking at the real deal now. Gonna kick this sorry ass out on the street. Used to think you on the street. What back to back to your ass is dead. Here's your receipt. What you gonna do about it?
That ain't you.
You got Tourette's in your head, shaking it around like that?
Oh fuck!
Oh man, that was
that ain't you.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry that the people on Spotify can't see this shit.
I'm telling you.
Y'all really need to tune in. If you're listening to this shit on Spotify, you really just need to tune into the show.
YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah.
That Man Until podcast.
That Man Until podcast. What the hell?
Oh, the aces and eights. I remember that.
That's you, bro.
Right now.
Man.
What? That's you, bro. That's you when we was a kid. That's you now.
No, I was way bigger as a kid, bro.
I mean, D'Lo Brown has had his fat moments. Okay, but oh, god damn. Hey, we need to do a wrestling doppelganger episode.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, bro. I found a picture of Jimbo as a kid.
What? Oh. I'm gonna say, hey man, where you found my picture at? Where you did shit, bro?
That ain't the picture. That's mine. He got something else. Hold on. I just found Fat D'Lo.
Oh.
Y'all remember Family Matters, bro? Little 3J.
Who? Orlando? What's his name? Orlando Brown?
Yeah.
That's Tiger from Major Pain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That bitch talking about Michael Jackson, his daddy.
He be going through it now.
Yeah, he be going through it.
Yeah. You know what? I was gonna play the MJF promo, but I ain't gonna do it. They're not interested in it.
Nah.
Chase knows it. Y'all ain't gonna appreciate it the same way. It was good though, Chase. You right?
Oh,
He was on a fucking mark, like on TV. He said the words, "You fucking mark." I was
and
like,
then they cut him off after that.
Cut his mic. So here's my thing with that though, Stone Cold. And this is why almost sometimes I wish I had a wrestling podcast because I don't watch it as much, but I love the business so much. I love it, but I don't love it. I love it because MJF was able to duplicate an authenticity that wasn't there because it wasn't pipe. And that's what they tried to duplicate. They tried to make it a pipe bomb, which is why they labeled it a pipe bomb, and they're trying to play it off like a pipe bomb. I think the storyline is genius.
Oh, yeah.
You're keeping all this shit secret about his whole contract situation. They have him appearing to be upset. He's going public. He's not showing up to events. He's coming out saying, cut my fucking music. I don't want to work here anymore. I think it is genius with the angle they're taking. Absolutely beautiful. At the same time, I do find it funny. Your biggest draw in the company, number one draw, is CM Punk. CM Punk is that dude you brought in. He's your big figure, obviously, right there with Jericho. And you're duplicating his pipe bomb in WWE. I find that funny. But MJF is special.
MJF is a better version of the Miz on the mic.
Because he's not as goofy. He's more it's more arrogant in a less funny way.
Is he like the new modern day Ric Flair, you would say?
Kinda. He's flashy in that sense where he's got because he's money. So he's like arrogant like that, but he's just more he's more fierce with it. He's more fierce with it. Like him and Roman Reigns are the two best heels in wrestling.
What was the dude?
In a long time.
He was the partner in AEW, and then he just went back to WWE.
Cody Rhodes.
Oh, Cody Rhodes, yeah.
So you don't.
Cody Rhodes' wife fine, boy.
So you don't think it's a play off of that?
That boy said he went to go
Jade Cargill is the finest thing walking in the streets, though. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
She is, boy.
No, so the thing is, the what they're doing, Jimbo, is they're almost rehashing. Remember the old Monday Night Wars? That's interesting.
Yeah.
You remember the Monday Night Wars? Do you remember how Scott Hall and Kevin Nash came to WCW? And they sat in the front row and they made it appear like an actual invasion. And they talked shit about the other promotion and they really went that route. So Tony Khan, everybody knows he's been signing ex-WWE stars and pushing them and bringing them in and giving them all this, that, and the third. And so what they're doing is, and then they know that Cody obviously just left and he went back to WWE. So MJF is kind of walking this angle of, I helped build this fucking company. I've put on and held this company afloat as that dude for you. And you're just it's kind of like Jalen Ramsey-esque in I've outperformed my rookie deal. Now pay me my money. Don't make me wait until 2024. And basically say, I don't want to be here. And one of the lines he said is, he says, but don't, I'm the number 2 biggest draw in the company, but don't tell Tony to go in his pockets and pay me. No, and tell him to hoard all that money and give it to those ex-WWE guys who can't lace my fucking boots. And then he says, but Tony, would you treat me better if I was an ex-WWE guy? Basically insinuating, fuck you, I'm going to leave and go to WWE. Like, with it.
See, I don't even know who MJF is or what the fuck that is.
Yeah. But it's really cool to see that vocal because who was Edge? And now Christian is on AEW, yes?
Yes.
Which is
he's with Jungle Boy.
Yeah. Edge on WWE dropped AEW's name in a promo. So it is interesting to see this going back and forth, and it brings you back to when wrestling was actually great in the 90s, which to me was the best. The Attitude Era was obviously the best era in wrestling. Way better than the golden era.
Yeah, bro. 90.
Y'all remember when Vince McMahon came on WCW? Do you remember that the first time he walked through WCW? I think that's when they were doing the whole when he was buying out the company.
Well, you remember
that? I was
Shane
like, what the? Huh?
I was about to say Shane popped up. Shane popped up on fucking on Wednesday. I think on Nitro or some shit.
Yeah. Vince was like one of the last ones to do it.
It was Thunder.
Yeah. Shane was on.
Yeah.
And he's in the ring, and then, bro, that shit was genius because Shane is at the WCW show, Vince is in the ring at WWF, and then all of a sudden Shane pops up on the Titantron, and he's like, "You're right, Dad. The name on the contract says McMahon, but it doesn't say Vince McMahon."
Yep.
I bought it, Dad, and I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna beat you. And I was like, as a kid, I'm like, ah. Like, this is fucking amazing.
That's
Bro,
what you get.
it
Yeah,
was
my
so
shit,
raw, bro.
But yeah, 96 to 2001. I'll say 96 to like 2003, but really 96 to 01, 02 before the SEC started getting controlling motherfucking shit that's coming on TV. Puppies, man, fuck out of here, man. Hey, shout out to Peacock. If y'all got Peacock, boy, that is a wrestler's wet dream, boy.
They show all the old shit.
So how do you feel about all the primetime games on Amazon this year?
They have almost every match that you could ever want to watch. Every pay-per-view over the last 30 years is on Peacock, bro. Damn near you can find almost every Monday Night Raw.
You remember when Sting turned bad? You remember when Sting, like, I think he like disappeared for a while?
When he went from
remember he used to be the Stinger, and he had like I forget what happened. How did that storyline play out the way he turned bad? Remind me.
I don't remember how
he turned up.
Bad.
Well, I don't know why he turned bad, but you remember he came back. Well, I just remember because I was.
He didn't
remember.
turn bad.
Wolfpack Sting?
No. He's talking about when he went from blonde haired
from the Stinger
to you mean Crow Sting?
And then he went to that Dark Crow Sting. Yeah, he wasn't a bad guy. He still wasn't a heel. He was just that.
He was
dark,
just a quiet hero,
the vigilante. That's what he was.
Yeah, like a vigilante.
Anti-hero.
Yeah. He was. But
He was on some Batman shit.
But that was my favorite. That was my favorite wrestler, bro. I always fuck with Kevin Nash, but that boy still like I said, when he first popped back out, bro, just being up in the motherfucking rafters and the fucking light come on and you see him.
It's Sting.
I remember
Tony
going
Schiavone,
to Jacksonville Memorial Coliseum before it was the Jacksonville Veterans, and it was Sting versus Van Vader. I was a kid. I had to be maybe I want to say 7. My uncle took me, and I vividly remember everything. But I do remember Sting picking Van Vader up and tossing him over the top ropes. And if you did that, you got disqualified. Back in the day, y'all remember that? Like if you just tossed them, if you bench press and tossed them over like that, you would get disqualified and shit like that. But that's one big member. That's what the Stinger though.
Sting was a bad man. My favorite wrestling moment in WCW for me personally was when Kevin Nash returned from his injury. It was at a Nitro in Jacksonville, and I had no idea he'd be there, and he was my favorite. Always my favorite wrestler. And
before we go, I want everybody's one like underrated wrestler, like people don't even really talk about of time. When you talk about the Attitude Era, we can talk about Attitude Era. I'll go first. Mine will be the Raven. Old boy, Raven. Hey,
I loved Raven.
Hey, Raven was that motherfucking dude, boy.
I loved Raven so much.
Just all grunge. Quote the Raven.
He would just sit in the corner,
just with his
depressed emo Raven,
and just come out and beat somebody's ass, bro.
You could smash him with some shit, and he just look at you like I don't give a fuck. Like he
a mini Undertaker kind of, bro. Like I used to fuck with Raven, bro. They had
an Attitude Era.
His little.
Y'all remember? Do you remember Nikita Koloff when he first came over and he hit Lex Luger in the motherfucking head with that goddamn steel arm? Nikita Koloff had one too.
Jay said Gangrel. Gangrel was raw. Yeah, Gangrel had the bruise, bro. That was raw.
And look, and Gangrel, if it weren't for Gangrel, we don't know how that Christian the Edge shit come out because he was the lead vampire. Like he was the lead one in that.
Isn't it so funny when you think back to wrestling and you think back to what was going on in the world at that time and what was popular, like that grunge emo Kurt Cobain shit? That was what was popular.
Oh yeah.
So Raven.
I remember the movie The Crow that was out like around that.
Crow was huge. That's why
Sting, yeah.
Yeah, and then you go, yeah, bro. And the Wolfpack, when the Wolfpack started doing that, that's when that real 90s, that's when that real rap shit started taking over and really crossing over mainstream. It's like everybody wanted to be with that rap shit.
Tell you, boy, that's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite songs in just one in general. That don't turn your back on the Wolfpack. Because you might wind up in the body bag. Hey, that boy C Murder was going crazy.
Yeah. Damn, I forgot Master P and No Limit was on wrestling.
Right, there was a lot of celebrities was doing that. I don't know if underrated. Conan. Yeah, to me,
Conan was definitely underrated.
Or underappreciated. That's why I probably should have said underappreciated.
Ken Shamrock.
Boy,
Definitely.
hey, I ain't gonna. Hey, Ken,
That was a bad
the
man.
first time I saw Ken Shamrock, my uncle, I was up in Philly, and my uncle, he used to work for Comcast and shit, but he used to have them cars, them black box cars. And bro, we used to watch that. It was I think he used to be in like Pride or not. No, Lions Den. And
Lions Den was with Blackman. Did Ken Shamrock fight in there with him?
yeah, Ken Shamrock and Blackman. But I think but I think
Ken
Lions Den
Shamrock was a bad man.
It's literally. I think Lions Den literally was like
in a pit.
In a pit,
yeah.
And there was weapons in there, bro.
Yeah, kendo sticks and shit.
I tell you, it was a bad man. That goddamn Chris Benoit, the Canadian crippler. He fucked up for what he did, but goddamn it, in that wrestling ring,
he had CTE though. He definitely had CTE, bro. Have you ever watched the documentary about that whole thing and all the events leading up to it?
Yeah, the diving headbutts and everything.
What can I watch that?
It was on Vice. There was an episode about it, and Chavo's talking about like texting him and how weird he was coming off, and you could see him changing. And they try to blame it on steroids, and that's the easy thing to do. But with everything coming out in the NFL now, you think Chris Benoit ain't had CTE, bro? Like Chris Benoit had.
Look, you missed a Chavo. Look,
though, bro.
Look,
he had a lot of.
Chavo was good. I was gonna say when you said Chavo, it made me think about one of my favorite.
Eddie,
bro, Juventud Guerrero,
Movie,
hey.
Juventud.
If you smell what the juice is cooking.
Hey, Juventud, bro.
But the thing with Chris Benoit, like they said, he had a brain issue. I think it was from all them diving headbutts he did.
Yeah, it was because he was hitting.
Yeah, CTE. But bro, Juventud, that little motherfucker, him and Rey Mysterio used to be going at it on WCW. Boy.
The GOAT cruiserweight outside of Rey Mysterio.
Oh, Eddie.
What was the guy named the man of 1,000 holes? What was his name?
Billy Kidman was that dude.
Oh, you're talking about white boy Billy Kidman. Yeah, Billy Kidman. Hey,
was that a man of 1,000 holes?
No. That was the pimp.
No, he was. Not Ken Shamrock, fucking Chris Kalenko or something.
Dean Malenko.
Dean Malenko, the man of 1,000 holes.
Oh yeah, the Four Horsemen, boy. Hey, Dean Malenko.
Arn Anderson.
Fly Brian. He was underrated. Fly Brian was definitely underrated.
Hey, I used to hate when them old ass motherfuckers used to come out to the.
I mean, like, get their ass out of here, bro.
Motherfuckers coming out to that goddamn. What's that shit on goddamn? Damn, what was the shit on 300 when the motherfuckers come out? Y'all coming out the shit like that?
Everybody like, damn, they started talking about wrestling. Only Chase Love.
Yeah, look, and I fought Ric Flair. I fought with Ric Flair because he done been all over.
Oh yeah, well, Ric Flair's daddy. He birthed that whole style of heel for real. Well, he didn't birth it. He revolutionized it though. He took it to a whole.
Would you say he's bigger than Hogan?
Ooh, that's
both of them changed the game now.
I would say I think he's a better wrestler, like a better performer than Hulk Hogan. He's just not bigger. That Hulkamania shit.
You can't be bigger than Hogan because Ric Flair wasn't blasted all over TV shows and movies in the way Hogan was. Like Hogan.
Yeah, they didn't ruin the Three Ninjas They didn't ruin the Three Ninjas franchise with Ric Flair.
Yeah, bro. Like Thunder in Paradise, bro.
Listen, the Three Ninjas.
It was like something mountain. It's like what's it called?
Thunder in Paradise was his own show, bro.
Oh shit, he had a show called Thunder in Paradise.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
I definitely did.
Showed the real life of his kids.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was watching. Around that time. I was too busy watching goddamn on.
Ric Flair didn't have a Hogan Knows Best.
I used to be watching what's it called on
Emmanuel in Space.
Nah, bro, not Emmanuel in Space, bro. Nash Bridges, bro. Fuck.
Nash Bridges was so raw, bro.
Yeah, Nash Bridges was raw. So
but no, yeah, it was
So
Billy
Kidman
was my favorite cruiserweight.
You telling me?
Kevin.
Oh, I definitely used to watch Emmanuel in Space too, bro. I mean, like, come on, bro. All those adventures that she was having out there in the unknown galaxy, naked. Whew.
Yo, see, I was either gonna say Ken Shamrock, but another one I think was underrated. Hardcore Holly.
Yeah. R.I.P. Crash.
Crash was going crazy. Dale Jarrett, boy.
Jeff Jarrett.
Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett?
Jeff Jarrett was the driver.
Dale Jarrett's the driver. Jeff Jarrett. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Hey, it's funny now. None of us said Diamond motherfucking Dallas Page.
Okay, that's not my because he. I was about to say he not. I was about to say under. That's not really under.
You know what though? He was. You know why? You know why he was underappreciated? But hold on, because this is what's funny is because so I found this like YouTube channel called WrestleLamia, and they go through and they talk about like the 10 best this or the 10 worst that, and they talk about one of the 10 top 10 angles that killed a wrestler's push in WWE. And I don't even know if you remember this, when DDP, who was the fucking man, the people's champ over in WCW, came in, when they bought, you got to remember WCW's contracts were guaranteed money. Yeah. They were the only company doing that. They were signing NBA deals. You were guaranteed, regardless of how many events you worked, regardless of what happened, you were guaranteed your money. So DDP, the wrestlers had an option. That's why you didn't see certain guys on the TV over there. It's not because they didn't want them. The wrestlers just said, fuck it, I'm going to sit at home and get paid. I don't have to show up. So they just sat home and got paid the full length of their contract, like Goldberg. DDP agreed to the buyout. So he got his contract bought out and put on a new contract with WWF for his push. They brought him in, and instead of having him do what he wanted to do and be the People's Champ and feud with The Rock and have this People's Champ versus People's Champ, Captain Charisma, real shit, they brought him in as the stalker to
the Undertaker's wife.
So he was stalking the Undertaker's wife.
All right, Jimbo.
He's stalking the Undertaker's wife in a mask and shit for this whole
stuff. Bro.
And it was oh my God.
Yes,
he was stalking the Undertaker's wife and wearing a mask and shit. And he goes through this whole feud where he's like at the Undertaker's house. It didn't make any sense for his character. It didn't make any sense.
I remember when that first happened because he didn't last long over there.
He got pinned by the Undertaker's wife in a match.
Yeah.
And he lost all credibility. The Undertaker hated the angle, didn't want to work with him. He wouldn't sell any of his shit. It was just terrible, and it destroyed.
It was a terrible story.
Yeah, so he was really underappreciated in the second half of his career because
I tell you what, his son Hangman Page is doing great.
Yeah, in AEW.
But guys, it is 10 o'clock.
40 minutes over.
40 minutes over.
Oh, but you know that Jungle Boy is Matthew Perry's son, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know that? Do you know that Jungle Boys is on Paramount Plus?
Matthew Perry, the actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jungle Boy was actually signed into WWE, and then they let him go, and he didn't do shit over there, and he was little as fuck. Jungle Boy did a shitload of steroids, by the way, because you go look at Jungle Boy that was signed in WWE, and then you look at this Jungle Boy. Whoa, that shit is crazy. But yeah, now AEW's got some fun shit, man. I got to give them more attention. I'm such a bloodline Roman Reigns guy. That's all I want to watch.
Well, the big storyline now, I'll catch you up real quick, is this whole, they brought in William Regal.
Yep.
For the Blackpool Combat Club, and Jericho's doing this whole sports entertainer thing.
William Regal still alive? That old motherfucker with them fucking crooked ass brown teeth, bro.
Yeah. But no, they're having pro wrestling against sports entertainers. That's the angle.
That's genius.
William Regal brought out Hunter Helmsley.
Is his dad, not Matt Perry.
And they're having a blood and guts match next week, I think.
That's fine.
That's AEW's version of 2 rings, and just let a bunch of guys go at it.
Okay.
And
I gotta give AEW some play. I gotta give them more play.
It's gonna be Eddie Kingston and John Moxley, who I think is a great character. He got to be who he wants to be, not in WWE.
I'm gonna holler at y'all boys on the flip side. I gotta make a run.
We gotta go.
I'm about to say, we about to holler. I'm about to try to. I'm trying to leave the house for an hour. But yeah, man, y'all
check out Spittin' Jaguars every Thursday night.
Yeah, there we go. So cold.
Yeah, shoot the shit, man.
Talk that shit, bro.
But I did.